Ghana. It's always a pleasure when we play against each other. And I remember a couple of days I said there are no friendly matches. This is an encounter where we have to do well. You all saw what we did against Austria. Nobody is happy. So the players must really play their heart out and show what they're capable of doing against mighty Germany. Germany is the clear favorite, for you to know, and we have to accept it like that. But the players have to fight and show that the Black Stars are a respected team. The history between Ghana and Germany goes way back. We had a lot of players who played in Germany. One of the first African actually in the Bundesliga was Ibrahim Sonde. He played only once for Werder Bremen, but he was the first African to play in the Bundesliga, because the Bundesliga was created in the 60s. But before then, we always had exchanges between Ghana and Germany. Some of you are not as old as I am. I don't know if you all remember CK Jemfi. He won the African Cup as a player and as a coach. He played for my former club, Fortuna Düsseldorf. He went to study, and at the same time he played. So the relationship between Ghana and Germany has always been a fantastic one. We had great players like Anthony Yeboah, who played for Eintracht Frankfurt, Sami Kuffour, who won more than 6 national titles with Bayern Munich, and he also won the Champions League. We had the great Maestro Abedi Pele, who played for 1860 Munich. We had Charles Akono, who played for VfL Wolfsburg. Now we have Kofi Tre, who is in Freiburg. We have so many other players who are in Germany. So this is great, and I think it will continue like that. I'm very happy that we have finally also established a German academy with the BVB International Academy, and also the Gerald Asamoah Academy, which is part of the German school. It's a fantastic thing. But you all know football is a universal language. Whenever you have a ball in your hand and you roll the ball somewhere, everybody speaks the same language, the language of football. So for us today, I'm a bit scared, to be honest. Yes, we even have light of an ambassador's house, but you see he has a fantastic generator. Within a few seconds, light is back. So I don't want to talk too long. It's a great pleasure to be here in the midst of you. Thank you again to His Excellency the Ambassador, Mr. Frederick, for inviting all of us. I wish Ghana Black Stars well. I was born and bred in Germany, but ladies and gentlemen, I am for Ghana. Thank you very much, and have a nice evening.
Thank you very much, Anthony Baffo. We are truly honored to have you here. And now, as we count down to kick off, we have one more incredible performance. But just let me say before this, after this musical performance, the buffet will be open, so please feel free to enjoy German sausages and all various Ghanaian dishes as well. So yeah, please go there and enjoy some food while you're enjoying the game as well. So now we are thrilled to welcome one more special guest. Ochiame Kwame is a philanthropist, cultural ambassador, climate and environment activist, and a very close friend of the German embassy. Please join me in giving a warm welcome for Ochiame Kwame.
It's the rap doctor. So tonight, who is going to be able to tell me their scores? Ghana 5, Germany. Ghana 5, Germany 3, Ghana 5, Germany 10, Ghana 5, Germany 1. Hour a day. Yeah. If you know how to sing this one, let's go. Messi Bonnie Woody Paho. I can't hear you because I man who said I drinking was some you. Bonnie Woody Paho. Tina Bonnie free. Why? Because I man who said I drinking was some you. Yankwe, we jam me, Hona. Machinchi, my bread. Mananti, my bread. We jam me, Hona. Machinchi. Are you guys nervous or what? Man, no, or don't you have them in Ghana? You have them in Ghana? They just call Asama to me. Ajame. Miami to me, yo. Ubachuma Swabeli. Wait, God, me say, me winning for by, me subai, my hand time, the jai, me my what's ya say, what them behind, if I'm a bonnet chummy, Obi the share, Manuel Amidia, what them there, Adiami, me do have in Tassia, Uti me da conca, I can't stand it, Namiti. I'm not so sad, me kataka, me kameni, that's so be war, be I just a while, say, oh, what you didn't want, me say, me take for Nubium. Majiwa to my breath, Koto. I feel I'm who said, Odomugua, Udo, tomatoes, my baby at top. Jimmy, say, minute. Yami, everybody, let's warm up the love between Ghana and Germany. So there's a special lady here in the night, and I'm calling her to come and do my best with me. Everybody, when the show is in the house, Yako, what? 2, Maya will come there. Maya will come there. Abraham, down so. Nebe, Frau. Nebe, shout. She, your penny. Miss Bamboni, which I mean, the way to get him a guide, I have a shower, but no popo, but so such charming. But said your mentor, when we born hooker, go visit me, Dalla Sudalla, do baby, I got to my mentor. Why you say some yeah, which is soon is Syria, whom you want to put, you send your city, made the go to Slack, I won't ever think, but yeah, no bad, yeah, chatty was a year, yeah, I friend of who, I bet yeah, my shed, yeah, Tina, Monsieur, Pepe, my name Cuckoo, Kaka, or the Bessama, Minche, everybody, let's go. Masana to the left, to the right. One more time. Masana, Masana, Menu, Ghana 10, Germany 10. Yanko, say, hey, why wouldn't say Aguaya than we are going to power here? Say, Masacha, Wapede. Asem no kwena me kanenye babia to nchen himati say esene teche man kwane di wasem emo obi ti asem na bokodi yatem na bibia babu ye bia cheme be ye netem o chame kwa bia sem ye oda afribo wensem eh wa wonem se agoye da no ye kotopa wase say masacha wapedi na ye asem no kwena me kanenye da ye fa bibia to nchen wire Ghana 10 to my faithful Ghana 10 Ghana 10, Germany 5, Ghana 1. Oh, we can repeat that. Do you want to repeat that? It's a fact. Everyone, let's go. Come on. Me, I'm not afraid like you guys do. Your Excellency Seville. Ade. Are you coming to dance with me for the last time? No. Let me call the High Commissioner. No, you have to beg me.
She's busy waiting for somebody.
Let's go. She's not easy.
Won't give in to anybody.
She's patiently
waiting for her honey.
She don't want your money. A answer in
harmony.
Let's go.
See, I have been waiting for somebody. You better me know, Jimmy, you're the kind of bring it
Let's go. I am patiently waiting for a rock from me. I don't need your money. A answer in
harmony.
Let's take it like this. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Eh, oh, 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 oh. She don't need your money. I saw in her money. One more time, let's see. Oh, 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 oh. Eh, oh, oh, oh. Ghana 10, Germany. Ghana 10, Germany. Now been poppy, fool, probby, ya don't know your pa, be. Hey, I put share 7 cousin Dreamulan, then come with fierce, now my first work was share Croydon. 4 years now, me, I'm rid of you. Boys, splash him off me. Yatetini will fitting at your pay, Miss Sada. Watch a chin and run up pen, you ring and up a paba. Or see from the one who shall machine to Prada. And Beyonce and Sonyo Janet to say Gaga. Wara, one, Nakoya, Kala, Kama, Hana, Kama, Fanya, Basa, Mata, never, Dalamani, Halani, Woka, sent you, Papa, Sonia, Nakada. Tagwa, Shana, $200. That's also for Never Freno. Only Papa, Famano. She mean well for 2 bonnet in open now for that you might be a year psychologist. Let me see Kasuya economist. Only my dream friend me rheumatologist apart from that just so be one any gynecologist. Maybe need to hear the shadow melodies. Never miss the head and be trying apologies. Send your mini do now my feeling. Madam I'll be feeling you now the kid is some. Let's go, I say. I don't think prof. Don't cry. Hey, hello, beautiful lady. How are you? Alright. Now she don't need your sorry, Only one more time, say don't cry. Got it. Now me poppy, foo, phobie, ya don't know ya. When I say Ghana, he say Germany. Ghana,
Germany,
Ghana,
Germany,
Ghana,
Germany,
Ghana,
Germany,
Ghana,
Germany,
Ghana.
Germany.
When I say Germany, say
Well, it's been a very
Germany.
wonderful atmosphere
Germany.
here. Welcome
Germany.
to Sporty 106.1 FM, our coverage of the Ghana Germany friendly. If you can put a bet. And this is one of the very few games the Black Stars are playing to build up to the World Cup. Very excellent atmosphere here as we bring you this coverage from the German ambassador's residence here. All fans, Tony Buffo addressed us, the German ambassador addressed us, and it's been wonderful to see Ochame Kwame currently performing. We're bringing a coverage of the game. The Ghana national anthem is currently rolling, and we expect a number of things to also go on. Yow!
Know that
Very great.
this is a friendly
I
match.
say it may
Thank
not
you
be a
very much.
rivalry, but the friendship continues. But it cannot be something minimal for the Black Stars. What are you looking forward to this game, especially on the side of the Black Stars?
Well, I expect something better. I mean, after losing 5-1 in the first game, you expect that something better happens. And look, from the look of this doesn't look anything like a friendly match. It doesn't look anything like a friendly match at all. And look, it's going to be, I feel like this is going to be one of those games that would be memorable for Ghana, depending on how serious the players are to take this, how difficult the game would be, and how the players would certainly maybe have some calm nerves to try to play this game. Because look, I've seen the stadium and how full it is. I've seen the number of Ghanaian fans outside the stadium who are making so much noise. And I tell you what, this is nothing like a friendly. So hopefully the Black Stars give us something good.
Hopefully the Black Stars are going to turn up. That is Yafo Sulabi. The Yvonne Woyeme is also here. Yes, the lady who's been on with us today. It's been a very long day for her. On, English football giving you something brilliant at 10 a.m. every Monday. Today she's here with us. Yvonne, the Black Stars have failed to glitter in the last couple of times. Where do you see them this evening surviving? Would they be able to withstand the might of this German national team?
Well, the Black Stars have the opportunity to impress us because we have very low expectations of them today, and you can't fault us because of how they performed against Austria. The positive in the lineup that I see is Otoado playing Erenchi in a more natural position. I think that we can take that as a lesson is learned from the last game. On the other hand, Germany hasn't faced an African opponent in over 8 years. And so they'll be looking to do something with Ghana, who they have great history with. At 3 games, they have not lost any. It will be such a miracle to see Otoado pull something and get a win from this game. But so far, so good. The energy is great for the Black Stars. They can prove themselves ready for the FIFA World Cup.
Well, so that is from Yvonne Woyome, and a quick look at the starting 11. Alexander Nobel will be in post for Germany. Joshua Kimmich at right back. Jonathan Tah, Nico Schlotterbeck in central defense. And it's Nathaniel Brown on the left-hand side of defense. Pascal Gross and then Angelo Stella in central midfield. The throw-in vet, Nico Boltzmann, Serge Gnabry playing right behind. Kai Havertz will be leading the attack. Quick lesson from Ghana. As you can see, a lot of coaching to do. Benjamin Asari reclaims his #1 spot in post. Kojo Pompepra, Jiku, Jonas Ajete, Derek Corn in defense. There is Sibo, Caleb Urinchi, Thomas Partey in midfield. And then Jordan Ayew, Prince Kwapnedo, Semenyo remain unchanged up front. Yeah, what do you make of this setup?
Look, I'm just happy to see Benjamin Asari in there.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's going to be our #1 goalkeeper, he needs to keep in the best games. And there's no game that comes easier than a game against Germany. So I really want to see him in post. I was a bit disappointed that he wasn't in post against the Austrians.
Yeah.
But I think that this is a really good opportunity for him to show his worth. He has been under a lot of criticism that he has not faced any form of a tough defense or any top team. Now he faces Germany. It will be the biggest test yet for him. And I'm hoping to see how he mounts the post this time around. But I think for the front areas, I've seen Semenyo, I've seen Jordan, I've seen Prince Edu Kwabena.
Yeah.
Prince Edu Kwabena impressed me a lot in the Austrian game, and I really hope that he brings a bit of the same in this game. And I see that Otoado has still gone with a 3-back.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that it works out this time around. Look, the only thing is that it is just a bit of a problem when you see
Yeah.
that the game is not revolving around Semenyo as much as it has to. And in that 3-back system, Semenyo doesn't get enough of the ball as much as he has to. He doesn't get into the spaces where he will be deadly. And those are the problems around the Black Stars that needs to be solved. But I really want to see how this goes. I think that this will be the biggest litmus test for Benjamin Asari.
Well, this is going to be the big litmus test for Benjamin Asari. Yvonne, quickly, Caleb Urinchi. Many have clamored for him to be in midfield, and he's in midfield today. What do you make of it? Could we see a difference in how our midfield works today?
Like I was saying, he's playing Urinchi now he's in a more natural position as a central midfielder, and he gets the opportunity to be able to create some chances for our front 3, and we'll see how they will be able to utilize the chances that they get in this game. For Benjamin Asari, he is the least experienced goalkeeper in terms of European opposition, and he's facing a really, really tough attack in here, and they are quite sharp, they're quite brilliant. If Otomade come to the party, then we're able to we see miscommunication in the first minutes of that game. But yes, he has started the game on a rather okay note. So let's see how the game goes.
That was quite a nervy start, Yao.
It was a very nervy start, and like I mentioned, it's a tough one. And this is possibly the first time he's playing in front of a huge stadium like that.
Yeah, and
so
it's a very different environment.
Exactly, the nerves will come in. We all know Asari is good at his feet. This time around, that pass did not go particularly well, but hopefully he calms down and then he gets the game going.
Well, hopefully he does better. A quick delivery there from Derek Atacon trying to find Prince Edu Kwabena. But clever control the by Ghana win possession. Antoine Semenyo getting the better of his markers, but he loses control and is picked up easily in midfield.
I told you that he has to get into those pockets of spaces.
Yeah.
And right behind the 2 attackers, which Jordan Ayew and Prince Edu Kwabena, is possibly where Semenyo could operate properly. And because look, we are not playing the kind of formation that would have us play with the wingers and play to the strength of Semenyo. So right behind the strikers is where he would operate. And so if he's getting the balls in those areas, I think that would be good for Ghana. But hopefully we are able to get the wing backs who are playing, will able to rally around and get the balls into the box as much as possible so that Semenyo can operate well with Edu Kwabena and Jordan.
Well, let's see how things progress. Germany nil, Ghana nil. 2 minutes into the play. Quick ball down the right-hand side. And it's a quick pick trying to find Pascal Gross. Very good tackle from Alexander Jiku. Yvonne, that is the stalwart man for Ghana every single time. He's been impressive, and I think that we'll be looking forward to seeing who gets the better of him in the absence of Salisu. How do we get the better of him?
How do I even explain this? More freedom to play, I believe, and less more communication between him and the rest of the defense and the wingers. I'm sure probably he should be able to control that wing where we see the center back where we see Havertz trying to exploit, and of course Nabri tried to get into more central role and face Asari on a one-to-one counter.
Now, you look at this, and the Germans did not second string side. If you look at the players, they are the regulars for the German national team. Nagelsmann is not leaving any 10.
Look, the Germans don't have as much of the quality that the French have.
Yeah.
And so when I was hearing talk of them starting a second string side, I kept asking myself, who and who are going to play in that second string side? And the thing is that if they tried that against Ghana, it could possibly...
A very good opportunity. Can this be up now by this mess? Nico Voltmada.
Wow.
Great opportunity, and he misses the post by inches. That should have been the opener.
That should have been the opener. And look, I was just... But a good thing is that the Black Stars had it covered. Even if he had it on targets, I'm sure they would have been able to clear because I saw Thomas Partey on the other side of the post, and Benjamin Asari looked like he had it in control. But what a miss from Voltamada. He shouldn't be missing from that range. It's such a bad miss.
And that is it there. Nico Voltmada plays his club football for Newcastle United in the Premier League, missing the post by inches. Clever touch from Prince Kwabena, leaves the ball for Jordan Ayew. Jordan misses control. But ball has been quickly won by Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich trying to advance. Very good gather by Kimmich again. Alexander Jiku will blast it anywhere will do now. A very good delivery. Jonas Ajeti. And that's going to be a foul there. Jonas Ajeti once again. And it's going to be a yellow card for Jonas Ajeti. This is the second consecutive game he's making such an error.
He looks lost. Jonas Ajeti looks lost in that tackle there. Look at the pass over the top. It was a brilliant pass over the top. Jonas Ajeti was not where he was supposed to be, and he had to make a panic tackle.
Yeah.
And that was what happened there. Because look, why are you not in your position?
Exactly.
The Germans are quick to float the balls over the top into the back of the defense. So why are you not there to make that tackle? And this tackle could potentially be dangerous because look, we know Jonas Ajeti.
Yeah.
This is a yellow card in the 4th minute.
Exactly.
And I'm wondering how he's going to go through the whole game without getting another yellow card. This is not good for Ghana, and I hope that they are able to master the defense properly.
He's very much rugged.
I mean, before this game, it was predicted that Ghana could get a red card in this game. And if a yellow card is coming this early, then that prediction could come true. That prediction could come true.
Free kick for Germany in a very good position. 5 minutes into the game. And yeah, you could see on the face of Tony Baffo, he shook his head once Jonas got into that tackle.
He's not a happy man. I mean, and we are all not happy. Look, in games like this, you try to hold the defensive line. And this free kick looked really dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Florian Wirtz and
Kai Havertz and delivery. Florian Wirtz, and he misses the post by inches. Goal kick. The intent was clear to go for the top right corner, but he missed the post by inches.
He missed the post by inches, and look, it
grazed off the uprights.
It grazed off the uprights, and look, it's just one of those free kicks that you hit it and then you expect it to score. I'm sure Florian Wirtz has done this in training many times, and he was just looking to see that, look, I could do this again. And the dangerous thing about this is that he beats the wall and then he beats Asari. If it was going goal bound, that ball would have scored.
If it was going, that goal would have scored. Ghana still leaving very dangerously, even with just 6 minutes into
Yeah,
the game.
yeah. I mean, the Germans are good for their game pressing, and they are pressing us so hard, trying to get the opener of this game. Our defense is already shaking a bit, making missed passes, but hopefully they'll be able to reset. I mean, Otto Addo said in the post-match after the Austrian loss that he didn't like the demeanor of the team when they make an error or they concede a goal. So hopefully they'll be able to stay focused 90 minutes and be able to defend all the balls that the Germans are bringing. I think there's another chance for Germany coming.
And that's a quick ball in there, delivery at far post, but that's another good gather by Caleb Rentry.
But the Germans
Yeah,
are missing
lots of
balls.
questions about the position Caleb Rentry is being deployed. Many are still worried that a central midfielder is being put at right back.
Look, and Caleb is suffering out there. Caleb is suffering on that right-hand side. Look at that. He had to push himself more just to get that header in. And I just feel like he's under a lot of pressure to perform on that right-hand side. It is not his natural position, and I really, really hope that something can change there for him. He needs to get back into the midfield places where he operates properly. And look, I don't know, but I don't know what Otto Addo's plan could be for this Black Stars team. But I really hope that Caleb is played in his natural position.
I am so
and gives us
confused.
his-
I'm
yeah,
so
gives us
confused.
his-
I thought at the start of the game we saw him the feature that was given to us, the lineup that was given to us. It showed that he will be playing in a more natural position. But on the field of play, he's returned to the right back position. I think
Another very difficult game. Nearly. Alexander Giacometti. That could have easily been a goal. And he had the shots from behind. Some kids. Okay, to enjoy themselves. Yeah, that was dangerous.
Look,
Chiku.
I spoke to you about the overhead passes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they've watched us many times. The Germans have watched us many times. They know how poorly we defend when they loft the balls into the defend that way. They've done it 3 times already in this game, and it's not even 10 minutes yet. So we should expect more of these balls. But I just want them to defend properly because look, the organization of the defense has to be better in this. They've done it again.
And that's a delivery ball drops into the penalty area. Can this be the opener? And that's a blizzard. And block there comes in from Jesse. Place it quickly, trying to find Kwabnedu. But unfortunately,
They keep
that's gonna
floating
go
the
through.
balls the same way I
Yeah.
told you about. And they've done it consistently. And if you go back and look at some of our games that we considered the most goals, you remember that game against Angola in Kumasi and how that goal came about. It was one of those passes. One of those goals came against Niger when we played them at the Accra Sports Stadium. It was one of those passes. So they've probably seen it consistently, and they know that this is what we have to do to break down this Ghanaian defense.
Well, this is what they have to do to break the Ghanaian defense. Joshua Kimmich down the right-hand side. Lays it down quickly. He leaves it down. And it's a quick ball for Pascal Gross. He finds Kai Havertz inside the penalty. And that's a nasty tackle. Ragged. He's lucky to have not had a penalty. That was Thomas Partey.
Yeah. Unnecessary. I mean, that could have been a penalty for any other referee, but he was lenient considering that this is just a friendly that we have to play. But the replay is showing that we put more bodies into the 18 yard
Yeah,
to defend those balls, and those loose balls that will come to any German feet to put that at the back of our nets.
Well, that could have easily been a penalty out. He's been pardoned by the referee.
Look, it could have been a penalty. Look, the thing is that I'm not sure how Thomas Partey timed that, but look, it could have been a penalty. I'm sure that at the World Cup this could have been taken as a penalty, and with the VAR and everything, it could have been taken as a penalty. But thankfully, it wasn't.
And look at that delivery ball drops in there. Nico Volts by the corner jump and Sednabry, and it shoots wide, off target from Jonathan Tah, the center. You can see the Germans
I enjoyed it.
again because it's all been, bombarding Ghana with, lots of goal scoring opportunities.
Look, it's been a lot of chances for the Germans, really, and the Ghanaians are still not settled. The Black Stars look out of sorts, and I'm just wondering how they're going to get into this game now. I would want to see something different, which is to help them calm down, try to get them relaxed to play the game, because this looks too bad for Ghana. It's just one attack after the other, on this Black Stars team?
I hope we have the stamina to go on all the 90 minutes because the Germans are coming with very, very huge energy and they are on the offense. They've been on offense the entire 11 minutes that this game has been played.
And it's quite unfortunate, and quite surprising. Ghana hasn't had any, smile in the final third of the pitch and in the defensive third for the Germans.
Any breath of air. I mean, you should expect that. Obviously, if Austria, who is the lesser ranked team than Germany and has less expectations than the German team, was able to put 5 back behind this team, then you should be producing more. And of course, Nagelsmann has won the last 6 games that he's played, and so he's hoping to add this to his tally.
Well, let's see what happens going for 12 minutes into the game. Germany nil. Ghana nil. Delivery comes in there. Benjamin Asari fluffs it. And the clearance comes in from Derek Arthur-Kon, not too far. Thomas Partey jumps up high. Waits possession. Jordan Ayew trying to keep control. Referee allows play to continue. And a quick ball now from Serge Gnabry. Gnabry lays it down for Pascal Gross. Gross into midfield. And it's Angelo Stella. Stella spending some time. Lays it for Kimmich. Kimmich back to Stella. Stella back to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich all the way back. His press play down the left-hand side of defense. And it picks up Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck in central. Lays it out for Jonathan Tah. Tah. Big ball down the right-hand side. Can that be a run from Joshua Kimmich? But very good defensive work there from Derek Arthur-Kon.
It was very good defensive work, and you expect that from your fullback when the game is going this way. The Germans have been controlling, and he needed to put in that tackle just to make them know that we are still in the game, we still mean business, and I thought that was a really good tackle.
That was quite a very good tackle there. Derek Arthur-Kon is showing some bits of energy and vibrancy more than he did in the first game, and I think that's positive from him.
Look, I'm sure he knows that. You see, the thing about playing for the Black Stars is that in your first game you think it is an easy game.
Yeah.
Then you go into the game, you realize how difficult it is, and then you change your psyche and you change your mentality going into the next game. So I'm sure Arthur-Kon knows that. And another thing about Arthur-Kon is that he will, because he was born in Germany, this means so much for him.
Exactly.
And so he would not want to lose to them. And even if this game ends in a loss, he wouldn't want it to be an embarrassing loss. And it's the reason why he's putting in all of those tackles, trying to make sure that they don't get one over Ghana, especially on his side of the defense.
Well, let's progress back for Ghana. 14 minutes play. There is Arthur-Kon in the process. Ball drops to Kai Havertz inside the penalty area. Very good defensive work there. Can that be a clearance? Quick clearance and loses control once again. And a quick ball. Vets send that one in. Serge Gnabry. Gnabry leaves it down. Voltmeier waited for that delivery. Gross with the delivery inside the penalty area. And the clearance comes in from Jonas Ajeti. Edu Kwabena couldn't have anything on that. And Jonathan Tah, the Black Stars are in 6s and 7s.
Look, it's been 15 minutes of play in this game. And I've hardly seen the German keeper. I should tell you that we are in a lot of trouble in this game. Look, it's been so bad for Ghana in the first 15 minutes. And I really don't know how they can pick themselves up from this. A lot of the players keep slipping. I don't know what's wrong with the pitch. I don't know if they're wearing the right footwear for a game like this. But
Jordan Ayew consistent more waste possession
on the pitch. And I really hope that they are able to get themselves together. I think they need to relax a lot more. If they relax and they play their game, they would possibly have some chances.
Exactly. The Black Stars seems to be in a hurry to make things work.
Yeah.
After 15 minutes.
Yeah, going back to what y'all said, I haven't seen the German goalkeeper in this game at all. And the Germans have had over 15 touches in our box as opposed to nothing in their box. And that's concerning. But the good thing is that we haven't conceded yet in this game. And so that should be the best takeaway for the first 50 minutes that we are playing in Stuttgart.
A quarter of an hour played. Kai Havertz was trying to win possession. That was quite a batch. Nudge into his face. He's still complaining that he had a hand right into his face. A quarter of an hour played. For 29 more minutes to play in this first half. Alexander Jacob progressing the ball from the deeper lines. Over the halfway line, he finds Jonas Ajeti. Ajeti comes in central. Antoine Semenyo back to Ajeti. Ajeti finds first Partey. Partey with a quick ball to Jordan Ayew. Jordan, poor control, but he manages to
He
find
wasn't expecting that ball.
Kojo Pompey-Pry, yeah. Thomas Partey down the left-hand side.
Okay.
Brought down by Kojo. Derek Arthur Con, can he send that one in? He does well. And the clearance comes in from Jonathan Tah. Ghana still trying to win possession. Jonathan Tah, close line. Very quickly affected. Alexander Jiku to Jonas Ajeti. Ajeti comes in central. He finds Antoine with a quick turn. Trying to find this man, Edu Kwabnab. Good defensive work coming in from Nathaniel Brown. Nathaniel Brown. Derek Arthur Con, very good possession. Ghana in the final third. Jordan inside the penalty area. He comes in with a cutback. Edu Kwabna picks it up, but the clearance comes in. The Germans make a quick interception. Ball drops to Kwesi Sebo and he goes in for the volley. And this is the first time Ghana has tried any shot on target.
Look, the players should have crowded the box. Antoine Semenyo and Prince Edu Kwabena should have crowded the box the moment Jordan pulled out wide, because you just know that Jordan is going to drag it back into the goal-scoring areas. So I expected that Semenyo and Prince Edu Kwabena would get into the space where they can score. But it was only Semenyo who looked like he wanted it. And, you know, that didn't quite work out for us. This was a good opportunity for Ghana, and it's been missed.
Well, this doesn't look too good for Kojo Pompey-Pry. He might walk out of the game. And Otoado expressing some bit of concern there. He'll be so unlucky because it seems he's having a good game and warming himself up.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, we know how Otoado gets with the substitutions. He may change their entire game if he has to replace a player. But going back to what Yao said about committing more bodies into our offensive, I don't think the players are ready to be attacking the Germans yet. And you can tell from how they position themselves to get some of the loose balls and the passes that their teammates send them. And of course, we can explain why the team is slipping, because it's drizzling right now at the stadium.
Well, yeah, quite an unfortunate one if Kojo Pompey-Pry is going to miss out and
but I
walk
mean,
out of the game.
he's back on. He's
Yeah.
back on. He's looking good. So hopefully he's able to stay on and play some more, because he looks like one of those defenders that we would possibly need at the World Cup.
Yeah.
And hopefully he doesn't get any injury so that it costs us at the World Cup. But he's looking solid so far, and hopefully he stays on for the rest of the game.
Ghana getting warmed up into the game, trying to have their transitions. Sporty 106.1 FM in Accra, across our affiliate in Kumasi and Takrady, also on the Diggy Box. If you have your multi Diggy Box or any Diggy Box, just log on to the channel and let's have a very good time. This is a coverage of the international friendly game between Germany and Ghana, live from Stuttgart, and we are present at the German ambassador's residence to bring you this coverage. Germany in possession, 20 minutes into the game. Quick ball into the penalty area. Can there be a cutback by Jonas Ajeti? Clears his line. Kwesi Sebo finds his man, but Ghana loses possession once again. Very good. 10 there by Demon. Florian Vett waiting for that delivery. Raise it up for Schlotterman. Schlotterman trying to find his man. It does well to pick up Angelo Stella. Germany taking all the time in the world to build up. And it goes to Angelo Stella. Delivery inside the penalty area. Jonathan Ajeti jump side. What up to Kai Havertz? It cannot be in the opener. And it's going to be a free kick against Germany. And you can see complaints coming there, but Thomas Partey did well to win possession.
That was just experience there from Thomas Partey. He had to quell that attack. It looked dangerous for Ghana. He didn't know how to do that. So with the slightest of touches, he had to go down. And it reminds me of the game against Nigeria.
Yeah.
29th March 2022.
Exactly.
It was one of the best games I've seen Thomas Partey play.
Yeah.
Just for how he calmed the team down to play. And I think that's what he's trying to do here. He's trying to impose himself on this game. It is not working out. So he needs to get those fouls in those areas where the Germans look really dangerous. And thankfully he was able to get one. Hopefully he's able to calm the boys down some more and then get those fouls in those pockets of spaces that would help Ghana hit the Germans, maybe from a set piece.
Wow, Ghana has been able to weather the storm, Yvonne. You know, now they're settling into the game. Where do they go on from here?
I could say that I'm impressed, and that this could go our way. But looking at how we played against Austria and conceding majority of the goals in the second half, there is more to see in this game before I make any conclusion or any further prediction on how Ghana's fate will be at the end of the 90 minutes. But so far, so good. It's just left with our attack to commit more balls and create more chances and be able to get at least something out of this game before the halftime whistle.
Well, let's see Benjamin Asari with a long one trying to look for Jordan Ayew, but that is too heavy and Jordan couldn't pick it up. Joshua Kimmich will take all the time in the world to recycle this for the Diamond Shaft. Very good team. They've always been at major competitions, especially the World Cup. Joshua Kimmich spending some time on the ball. Ghana locked up every single player of the Black Stars in Ghana's half. Jonathan Tah lays it down for Schlotterbeck. Quick ball. Angelo Stella. Stella lays it for Serge Gnabry. Gnabry plays it back to Kimmich. Kimmich back to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck. Florian Wirtz getting the better of Jordan Ayew. Kai Havertz. Havertz lays it down for Serge Gnabry. Gnabry close by is Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich place it down the left-hand side and they find Schlotterbeck. Jonathan Tah back to Kimmich. Kimmich with a quick ball to find Serge Gnabry. Gnabry, no space. And he has to come back to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich with a quick ball now, and that's a clever tackle there. Alexander Djiku with a sliding tackle in there. Referee says nothing doing. Germany, Joshua Kimmich plays it out to Kai Havertz. Havertz tries to go down, and that's a very good sliding tackle. Derek Athercon, corner kick for Germany.
Look, Alexander Djiku, I think he's one of the players that kill themselves for the national shirt. And it's incredible to see him do it every time he pulls on the shirt. And what a tackle that was. He quelled that attack brilliantly, and it would have been really bad for Ghana if that ball had gone through. So full marks to Alexander Djiku on that score.
Full marks to Alexander Djiku on the score. That is it. And look at Serge Gnabry. Benjamin Asari saw it all the way, and he had it covered. Serge Gnabry quite disappointed that ball was not on target. Germany nil, Ghana nil. International friendly game. Building up to the World Cup 2026 in USA, Canada, and Mexico. 24 minutes into the game. Germany nil, Ghana nil. Very good gather there from Antoine Semenyo. Getting the better of Nathaniel Brown. That's going to be a throw-in against.
26 years of age, Jonathan Brown.
Lays it down, Germany trying to build up from their defensive end. Bagos and Nobel hasn't had any touch. Aside his 40, he hasn't touched the ball with his hand. A quick ball down the left-hand side. Easily picked up by Nathaniel Brown. Brown gets the ball back to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck wastes his option. He quickly plays it into midfield. Pascal Gross. Gross leaves it for Jonathan Tah. Tah quickly gets to Serge Gnabry. Gnabry close by Joshua Kimmich. Back to Stella. Angelo Stella lays it down for Serge Gnabry. Gnabry goes in quickly. And that's a very good position for the Germans, but very good defensive work there. Alexander Djiku once again scoring full mark. But the ball has been quickly won by the Germans. Derek Athercon. Good job, Pompey trying to win possession. Serge Gnabry. Gnabry with a quick ball in there by Kelebri Incho wins possession. Quickly pass it to Thomas Partey. Partey trying to find Antoine Semenyo. And his pass has been quickly intercepted. Yeah, that was a great opportunity for Ghana to hit on the brakes.
Look, I think the German defense is looking good. I mean, they have read the play. They know that when we get the ball, we are easily going to attack. They also know that Semenyo is the most dangerous player in the Black Stars team. And so a lot of the balls will go to him. So what the Germans have done is to plug that area, and every pass that comes is stopped. And that is what they've done. And I'm sure they've watched several games of Antoine Semenyo just to block the channel where he can run into. And I think that so far they've done well. But also another very good tackle there from Athercon. He's been so good.
Very good, Athercon. Kwajo Pompey Press stepping up. You know, I think they've been quite decent.
Yeah, but I'm quite surprised at the German attack. I mean, but they can get away with this other World Cup considering the group they find themselves in with Ecuador.
Antoine Semenyo out with his marker. Place it down the right-hand side. He finds Edu Kwabna. Edu Kwabna trying to get the better of his marker. Very good defensive work there. Edu Kwabna strong on the ball. Trying to get past his marker. Edu Kwabna, his marker falls in the process. It's going to be a corner kick. That was great hold-up play from Prince Edu Kwabna.
Great hold-up play. And I told you about Edu Kwabna. he has the strength to withstand tackles like this.
Yeah.
He has the strength to keep the team going in these spaces. And what a run. What a run from him to get that corner. And it's a lifeline for Ghana. If we are able to take chances like this, then this game will be looking good.
I'm sure he needs to pick lessons from. That is Asamoah Gyan, and he'll be good. Corner kick. Kwabena getting the better of Nathaniel Brown, who plays for Eintracht Frankfurt. Jordan Ayew with the corner kick. Sends one in an outswinger. Too far. Thomas Partey gets onto Antoine Semenyo. Ball drops outside, but Germany said Gnabry will clear the lines. Quick ball from Caleb Rinchi down the right-hand side. Jordan, the captain of the team, picks it up. Jordan Ayew. Antoine Smacker goes in with the left. And there's a very good opportunity. Antoine Semenyo with a cutback. And a clearance comes in from Joshua Kimmich. And what was trying to do, ball finds Jordan again. Outside the penalty area, down the right-hand side. Is it going to be a cross, a delivery? But a block comes in, and Germany will quickly try to hit onto the brakes. A long ball, and that is Caleb Rinchi quickly covering it up. Clever touch, and he finds Jonas Ajeti. Ajeti spending too much time on the ball, but he's been brought down. It's going to be a free kick against Germany. Yo, a lot of people not impressed with Ajeti taking his time.
I'm hearing some frustrated screams here and there.
Yeah.
And look, this was a really, really good chance. This was a really good chance. I felt like
Nobody.
look, there was nobody in that space.
We are not attacking the box
And
enough.
that is my problem with Prince Edu Kwabena. I think that he holds it up well, but in spaces where he has to be to try to connect, he is not there. And that's one of the things that needs to be coached into him. I think that he's a really good player with a hold-up play and everything, giving us that corner.
Yeah.
But in that space, when Antoine Semenyo was doing the pull-out, he should have been there just to poke that ball in. And also for Jonas Ajeti, I wonder what's happening to him, because he looks like the sloppiest Black Stars player on the pitch today. And I really hope that he's able to get over whatever is wrong with him at this point and play the game.
Could it be that lack of game time at Wolfsburg ever since he moved from FC Ball is actually affecting him?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you've gotten the opportunity to play with the national team, you need to turn up. You don't have an excuse unless you tell the coach that these are the reasons why you don't want to play. But once the coach has entrusted you with national duties, you need to turn up. There are no excuses because there are many more players trying to take your place. Like I was saying about the German attack, they are a little too blunt for me, but that's really expected because in the last couple of years, they haven't been the Germans that we knew 10 years ago. But they can get away with it at the World Cup, considering the group they find themselves in: Ecuador, Curacao, and then Ivory Coast. And so far so good for them. They've been able to hold us and, of course, defend the balls that the few chances that we've gotten.
A quick ball in the Caleb Rinchi trying to get into the penalty area, but he's been bundled down, and it's going to be a goal kick. Good defensive work there from Nathaniel Brown. He plays his club football for
not bad
Eintracht
right back
Frankfurt.
today.
It was Florian Wirtz to drop in to help. But Caleb showing glimpses of the quality he is.
But that Florian Wirtz run was impressive. I mean, it looked like he wants to impose himself on a game like this. And for him to come from the attacking spaces to defend, that's what you want from your player. That's what you want when you pull on the national shirt to play. And full marks there for Florian Wirtz. But I think that Caleb Rinchi's attack is also looking good. A lot more of these attacks, and Ghana could be knocking on the right door.
Ghana could be knocking on the right door. But very good recovery from the Black Stars after that. Early scare in the opening 10 minutes. Half an hour done. And it's Germany 0, Ghana 0. Quick job, Pompey Price scoring all full marks.
Look, he's scoring full marks. But that tackle he just did, what he just did is dangerous.
Yeah.
And look, in a game where you miss that opportunity, it is done for you. So I just hope that they can read the game a lot more. They read it properly so that they can make accurate tackles. Because he misses that tackle and Ghana in trouble. But full marks to him there. I think that he's one of our best players today.
Kai Havertz getting the better of his former teammate, Thomas Partey there. He knows him too well, and he just had to skid past him, and Partey brought him down.
Havertz looks like the most dangerous German on the pitch because he seems to be having tackled the most bias. But yes, identifying your opponent, identifying the strong player of your position is good. It means that the boys are reading tonight's game better. I think this.
And the delivery comes in. Benjamin Asare messes it. The Germans find the opener, and that's a quick ball, and it blasts it over the goalpost. Benjamin Asare making amends, but that was a fluff there from Asare.
That was bad. That was terrible. That was terrible from Benjamin Asari. And I'm wondering why he keeps trying to come out when you're not sure of picking up the ball. And he looked confused. He looked confused.
Yeah, after
he missed the ball. He wasn't going back
Exactly.
as fast enough as he should. And that should be worrying.
His reaction was terrible. Corner kick for the German. Down the right-hand side of the attacking area. It's going to be an in-swinger from Stella. Angelo Stella sent in a very good delivery. Benjamin Asari punches that one out, not too far. And Caleb Rienche wins possession. He gets out of the defensive line, but the Germans win it back. And the Clarence comes in. Ball to Jordan Ayew. Ghana on the counter break. Kwabnedu on the run. Kwabnedu. Adu Kwabna in a very good position. Is he going to go for the strike? Adu Kwabna. But the shimmy taking him away.
Wrong choice. No. Look, when he looked like he was beating his man,
Yeah.
I expected that he was going to cut in on the right-hand
exactly.
side and shoot. And then he had him. So I didn't know why he had to cut back in and try to use his left. It was a wrong choice, really wrong choice.
It was a wrong choice. That was the glorious opportunity for Ghana to hit. At least a ball on target.
It was a wasted pass by our captain, Jordan Ayew. I mean, you don't get so many of these chances in a game.
Yeah.
So once you get it, you need to make the most out of it. But good defending from the German. They have done everything right in this game but to score.
Well, let's see what happens. 32 minutes of delivery inside the penalty area. Ball picked up by Kai Havertz. He lifts it down. And that's the opener. Brilliant finish. And that's a flag up. Offside. Offside. Germany, you're lucky there. But that was a brilliant move. Perfect time from Kai Havertz. Brilliant finish by Florian Wirtz.
Perfect play from the Germans. This is what you expect from a German team.
Woo!
This is what you expect from a German team. And it was really, really good play. Florian Wirtz picking the pieces from Kai Havertz. And what a goal that was. And look, I think Ghana is living dangerously in a game like this. Look, these are some of the attacks that can break you down as a team.
Yeah.
And I think that Ghana has just gotten over it by a whisker, because that offside decision didn't look too clear for me. And they've just gone away by a whisker. But I mean, what you never know.
Well, you never know. That was Florian Wirtz scoring, but Kai Havertz earlier was just a tad early. And it was flagged offside in that process. Game continues. Germany nil, Ghana nil, 34 minutes play. Ball tied there by Prince Edukwabna. Germany win possession. And Ghana, surprisingly, losing all the duels in midfield.
True, that's expected. We haven't been really good at duels. We thought one would think that they'll practice that more at training. Before that goal went in, we were talking about the German attack, and we said that they had done everything right but score. But unfortunately, they missed that score line, that lead by the offside flag. But it has given them momentum to keep pushing. That the first goal, the opener of this game is imminent.
Well, let's see what happens. Stuart Atwell. Stuart Atwell is the referee in charge. Caleb Rienche down the right hand side. Caleb Rienche over the halfway line. Edukwabna looking for that run. But Jonathan Tah is first to it. And he quickly picks it up. Brilliant defensive work there from Jonathan Tah. Brilliant defensive work from Jonathan Tah.
Look,
that was quite intelligent.
That was
His
really, really good.
experience.
That was really, really good. And I think that if Jonathan Tah was playing against another defender who wasn't another defender who is not of Edukwabna's another striker, I beg your pardon, who's not of Edukwabna's quality, he would have been a bit shaky with that defense. But Edukwabna is still trying to get into the game. He has not played as many games as Jonathan Tah. And as you mentioned, the experience from Tah just showed in this game.
The experience from Tah showing 35 minutes into the game. Germany with a great opportunity. But ball is blasted across the face of goal. Trying to give it in. Pascal Gross. But Arthur Cohn right there to clear for a throw-in. Throwing down the right-hand side of German's attacking area. Quick throwing effective. Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich is fouled. Gets into Jonathan Tah. Tah finds Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich gets in central. Kai Havertz with a quick ball looking for the run. But no space, and Benjamin Asari have all the luxury in the world to pick this up. And you could see Kai Havertz pushing high up to press Benjamin Asari for that ball.
Look, Angelo Stella, his overhead balls have been dangerous. And I think that, I don't know how long they've played together, but the telepathy between Florian Wirtz and Kai Havertz has been good today. And the passing from Angelo Stiller has also been excellent. And Angelo Stiller has been one of those players who has been tipped to be one of the best players come in the next few years.
Yeah.
So seeing him do all these things is brilliant. And I just hope that the Black Stars midfield
Yeah.
of Kwesisibo and Thomas Partey can be able to stop him so he doesn't continuously produce those passes.
Talking about Angelo Stella, a very good player. He knows his worth. Very good. Central midfielder. No, quite intelligent. And if you look at him, you just, ask questions of who that player is. Angelo Stella. And a quick ball down the left-hand side. Stella still looking for that. A delivery comes in. Jonas Ajeti quickly makes that block and interception. Ball drops to Kelebirinchi. It was Antoine Semenyo anywhere would do now. Schlotterback comes in central. Stiller on the ball, lays it down for Nico Voltmada. Voltmada trying to find Iran. Derek Athakon will allow that ball to roll over the goal line. It's going to be a goal kick.
Decent play there from the Black Stars. I think that over the last 4 minutes, they've shown that they are able to control a game. And it's good one from there. But one of the things that I want us to note, though, is that I have seen how deep Kwesisibo is dropping into the defensive areas to do some defensive work. It is all well and good for Ghana.
Yeah.
But Kwesisibo himself needs to try to progress the ball a little
Exactly.
more. Try to get the ball and give it to Thomas Partey as much as possible so that the Black Stars can create certain chances in the dangerous parts of the pitch where we can hit the Germans.
Thomas Partey, clever touch from him. He finds Kelebirinchi down the right-hand side of Ghana's midfield. Comes in central. Alexander Jiku lays it down for Partey. Partey weighing his options. With a quick touch, he finds Semenyo. Semenyo to Ajeti. Ajeti and Partey clearly not happy. He wants the quick returns.
You see what I was talking to you about. Look at how deep Semenyo is playing. Look at where he is. He's right around the center areas, the
Central midfield areas.
circle areas. And he's not supposed to be there. He's supposed to be high up the pitch where he can hurt the Germans.
But
he's
Kwesisibo
not in
has
the right
given the
position.
ball away. Germany trying to build on the counter. Nico Voltmada. And that's a very good ball there. Kwesisibo puts himself in trouble. Committed a free kick. And he gave the ball away. What is wrong with Kwesisibo? He seems to be jittery of late.
Yeah, because he's now doing more defensive duties, like Yao said. I've seen him a couple of times. Because he's not supposed to be doing that, he's given a couple of passes I've seen away, and now he's given a free kick to the Germans.
Benjamin Asari organizing. His word delivery comes in there. Kai Havertz. Jordan Ayew brings it down on the chest. A clever attack from him. It's quite surprising why the balls are not released quickly. Benjamin Asari sent in a long one. 40 minutes play, Germany nil, Ghana nil. Sporty 106.1 FM.
Every time he does that, the ball goes to the Germans. So I don't know why he keeps doing that.
Benjamin Asari keeps lobbing the ball high up. No space for him. Joshua Kimmich picks up a quick ball from Pascal Gross. And it's Pascal Gross. Gross with a quick ball. He finds Serge Gnabry. Alexander Jiku right there to make that interception. Antoine Semenyo wastes possession. Quick on the break. And left it down for Caleb Yenchi. Caleb waiting for the run. Caleb. And then forced to bring the ball back to Thomas Partey. Partey to Kwesisibo. Sibo calms down the tempo. Lays it down for Alexander Jiku. Just on the halfway line. Kwajo Pompey-Pra. Close by is Jordan Ayew. Jordan. Sent in a quick delivery. Looking for the run of Antoine Semenyo. Very good gather there by the Manchester City man. But you can see very good defensive work there from Schlotterback.
You see, You see how dangerous Semenyo was in the
Yeah.
box. And that is what you need from Antoine Semenyo. The balls need to go to him in those dangerous areas. And every time he gets there, you realize how jittery the German defense can get. Semenyo is the danger man. The ball needs to go to him as much as possible. Otoado needs to find a way to make sure a lot of the ball goes to Antoine Semenyo.
A lot of the ball goes to Antoine Semenyo. 41 minutes play. Germany nil, Ghana nil. An international friendly match. And there's the third time. The fourth time the Black Stars meeting Germany. And a quick ball down through the channel. Edu Kabna. Jonathan Tah nearly giving the ball away. Nobel will clear his lines. But the ball given away once again by Antoine Semenyo. And Germany will clear their line. Joshua Kimmich just on the halfway line. Kwesi Sibo commented fouling the needless tackle. Yvonne, that was clumsy.
That was not necessary at all. There was no threat from the Germans. Now I'm beginning to think whether the Black Stars and Messi Mohamed Kudus, he could commit himself into the forward positions in the opposition's net and be able to get some free kicks or fouls for the Black Stars. Hopefully he's able to return soon enough for the World Cup.
Ball quickly picked up. Angelo Stiller waiting for the ball. Joshua Kimmich plays it down. He finds Kai Havertz. Havertz places through, but very good gather there by Caleb Ritchie. Read the lines. Thomas Partey lays it down for Jordan. Not the perfect pass, and it falls behind the captain of the team, Jordan Ayew. Lays it down for Partey once again. Partey waits his options. Goes down his right. Clever pass there from Thomas Partey. Changes direction of play. Caleb Ritchie with the delivery inside the penalty area. Jonathan Tah with a clearance not too far. Derek Atacon picks it up, leaves it for Jordan Ayew. Jordan close by. Kwabnedu trying to offer an option. No space in Jordan, who quickly get the ball back to John Pipra. He finds Partey once again. Back to upon Pipra. Thomas Partey picks up the return. Calming the tempo of the game. Lays it down for upon Pipra. Ghana back to the halfway line. Into their half now. Diko makes the 10. He finds upon Pipra. Close by Thomas Partey. Jordan Ayew comes in central. Yeah, it looks like Ghana is missing a proper scheme, a proper number 10.
Look, Ghana is missing a proper number 10, and then Ghana is missing a better pair who would stand alongside Thomas Partey when we are creating chances. And that's where the problem is. There's someone who needs to help Partey in that midfield role, and it is not Kwesi Sibo. It hasn't been him for some time now, and it is one of the biggest worries about how the Black Stars set up. And also, as you mentioned, the number 10 role. If we had a really good number 10, he would be picking up the balls off Partey and then putting it in those areas where Edu Kabana and Semenyo will be running into.
And does it excite you that, you know, someone like Enes Nyama is back on the grass kicking the ball?
It is very exciting to see that Enes Nyama is back, and hopefully he gets his chance. Nyama hasn't been able to set himself alight in a Ghana shirt, and I really hope that he's able to do that with this World Cup if he is able to get fit on time to join the Black Stars team. But I think that all is not lost yet. I mean, 43 minutes, when the game started, in the first 10 minutes, I'm sure we expected about 3 goals.
Yeah.
But the Black Stars have been able to calm down. It is still 0-0 going into halftime, and hopefully they are able to come back into the next half of the game and make a good account of themselves.
Otoado and his men have held their own in the opening 45 minutes. Just a little over 40 seconds for the first half to end. Germany nil, Ghana nil. Bringing you live coverage of the international friendly between Germany and Ghana from the resident of the German ambassador to Ghana. Sporty 106.1 FM. Kai Havertz, he's dropped in deep. Gross. Lays it up for Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich gets in close. Angelo Stiller. Stiller lays it out for Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck down his left hand side. He finds Nathaniel Brown. Brown trying to get the better of his man. Out with Caleb Ritchie. A very good position. And Kado's video up now. And that's a very good interception there from Thomas Partey. Antoine Semenyo getting by his man. He finds Jordan Ayew. Antoine Semenyo waiting for that ball. And Jordan Ayew spends too much time on the ball. And he wastes the counter break. This is what everyone keeps saying about Jordan. Yvonne. And he's given that.
He seems selfish, playing for himself. You see a white man, a white player in a white shirt progressing forward. All you have to do is to pass the ball to him or pass the ball to space for him to pick up. He has slowed down play. He has slowed down our attack. And that's all on the captain. And as captain, he needs to do more for our offense.
VR check. And it's going to be I check whether it's a penalty. Jonas Ajete. Ajete might be a culprit again. He did that in the previous game. And if this is going to be a penalty, then he quickly needs to reorient his mentality when it comes to defending. Ajete with an outstretched arm once again.
I mentioned it that at the time he got that yellow card, it was just too early on in the game. And this is a yellow card offense. It's a penalty as well. And I don't know how the Black Stars can come away from this, really.
And that's a penalty. Jonas Ajete committing a penalty in his second successive game for the Black Stars. Yvonne, I'm not sure there should be any qualms about this.
Well, what can one say? It's pretty simple for a defender to put your hand behind your back, and he missed that. Exactly, unfortunately, that will go against us. But we have the opportunity to see how Benjamin Asari were able to defend a penalty kick on a big stage.
Ajete will not be happy. It's committed another penalty. Benjamin Asari up against Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz against Benjamin Asari. This will be devastating for the Black Stars to concede just before the break. Kai Havertz, Benjamin Asari. Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz. And that's a finish. Sweet finish. Sends Benjamin Asari the wrong way. And Germany are out by a goal to nil. Kai Havertz converting beautifully the penalty. And Germany are out by a goal to nil against Ghana.
The Germans are penalty technicians.
Yeah.
There was no way I thought he was going to miss that. Kai Havertz looked like he had it all the way. And it's a great chance, a great goal there actually, because he sent Benjamin Asari the wrong way. And what a goal there for Germany. But I think that the Black Stars have been unlucky. Jonas Ajete needed to do a lot better than he did in that one. Look, it is when you're trying to defend in those positions, and I mentioned it, Kelvin, I told you that if your posture is not right in those positions, when Kojo Pomprepra made that tackle, I told you that if you do not position yourself properly, you would be in that position where you either have to move your arms a bit or you have to move in an uncomfortable position. And that is what Jonas Ajete did, really. And look, it's a penalty, and I think that the Black Stars were able to hold it well all the way up until this time. To be beaten just before halftime is just a bad one.
To be beaten just before halftime, and Germany walked down the tunnel after the whistle from the referee, Stuart Adwell. Stuart Adwell whistles for the end of the first 45 minutes. Kai Havertz converting the penalty, and Germany lead Ghana by a goal to nil. But I think overall, this has been impressive. Every time Ghana meets Germany, after the 6-1 disappointing result in Bochum, they normally turn up and it becomes difficult for the Germans to win. But what do you have to make of the opening 45, Yvonne?
It's quite sad. We could have entered the dressing room with our heads high and waiting to see what we'll make out of the second half. But we are walking into that half trailing by one goal, and a painful defensive error by our defender. But Otuado is we see him speaking to the referee, of course, questioning him on something, telling him that he wasn't happy probably about his
Yeah, he's clearly not happy. Yeah, but I think that this has been a decent performance from the Black Stars, judging from what we saw in the previous game. At least there are some positives, but this defensive error from Jonas Ajete once again. The Black Stars have actually made that progression. I think that the overall play has been much more improved than what we saw in the previous game. And it's quite unfortunate that this penalty separates Ghana or Germany from Ghana now. Your quick thoughts on the opening 45 before Yvonne takes over to have quick interactions around.
I think it's been a decent game. It's look, in the first 10 minutes, I expected the Black Stars to go down by a lot. They were able to hold their own. But I think that also on the flip side, it was a bit of profligacy from the Germans. The Germans did not look like they were taking their chances, and they were playing as hard as they should play in a competitive game like this one. And so, not to take anything away from the Black Stars, I think they've improved, but they also need to show us the improvements in the attacking areas of the pitch. where it looks very, very difficult. And that's what I think that the Black Stars are doing. Really, it's one of those games that you know that the Black Stars can get something out of this game, but if they don't continue to control the game as properly as possible, then it could not happen for them. And I think that's what has really happened. I think that the Black Stars just need to be a bit more compact. They need to believe in themselves some more and know that if they've been able to hold this German team for that long, then they could possibly have some chances. But yeah, it's a very bad penalty that we have to concede. But I think that generally the play has been better than that of Austria.
But looking at who has been your most impressive player, who has impressed you the most?
I think my most impressive player has been Alexander Jiku. Look, Jiku in defense for the Black Stars, it's always great. I think Jiku, Kojo Pompipra, and Prince Edu Kwabena for me. Jordan Ayew could easily have been our best player if he was releasing the ball a bit more and faster into the spaces where we would head the Germans, but he wasn't doing it particularly well. So yeah, but I think that Prince Edu Kwabena and the rest have been very, very good, and it's been very exciting to watch. Ghana Germany, it's been good.
Ghana Germany has been good, and the Black Stars are down by a goal to nil against Germany. Still thinking about what will happen this second 45 minutes. But this has been an overall impressive display. And even Woyome will be taking you through Kai Havertz with a goal separating the two players now. And as you can see, even trying to get Nana Sambru Badla on. Quick thoughts on what Ghana and Ibon Woyome takes over.
And how did Ghana play? Did they live up to your expectations?
Well, at Wally, Germany.
What do you make of that Ajete error? Is it an error that to see on such a big stage as this for a defender?
Good. Hold on. Thank you. Penalty. Very unfortunate.
So after expecting
For me to answer, because you know what? My heart is with Ghana, my motherland, my fatherland, and my land, and my team. So anything can happen thereafter. Even though they're leading by a goal, anything can happen.
Thank you for speaking with me. I should be back at the end of the 90 minutes to get your reaction. Let's speak to some more fans here at the... I'm looking at speaking to some German fans to hear what they think about about their team. A couple of people are running away from me, but let's see how we do it. Hello. You want to speak to me? What do you make of the first half? What do you make of the first half?
Oh, it's sad. It's very sad, but I guess it's fair. But they're playing well. Both sides are playing well, so we hope for more.
But let me ask you, which team are you supporting? Is it the Ghana Black Stars or the German?
My heart is supporting Ghana.
Interesting. And which team do you think will be able to get a win in this game?
I think they're logical. I think it's going to be Germany, but let's believe in the magic, okay?
Thank you. Hello. Can I speak to you for a quick minute? Yes. You watched the game. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, of course.
Which player impressed you the most?
Every Ghana player.
How about you?
What was the
Which player impressed you the most in this game?
Ghana players?
And which player are you here to see? Which player? Which player are you here to see?
Player. The whole team.
Semenyo, Jordan, are you?
Kuhn. Derek Kuhn.
Derek Kong. Okay. And final score at the end of the game. predict?
5-0 for Ghana.
5-0. We are already trailing by 1 goal, but let's see how that is possible. 5-0, she says, for the Black Stars. Yes. So let's speak to some more fans here. I'm just trying to get some younger audience and the... Hello, miss. Can I speak to you for a second? No, you, darling. Can I get your name?
My name is Jaden.
Definitely, you are here to support the Ghana Black Stars. Are you impressed? Are you happy with the scoreline? We're trailing by 1-0 at halftime.
I hope Ghana can score back. I hope we can get equalizer, or we can at least win. But mostly, I'm hoping for equalizer.
But what happens if we are unable to do that and we lose this game?
I'll be very sad. Just hoping for another match.
Thank you for speaking with me. This is your sister, I believe, and mommy. Okay. Did you enjoy the half?
Yeah.
Okay. Which player were you hoping to see today?
I don't know.
But you know our captain, right? Jordan, are you?
Yeah.
You know Jordan, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. You predict to me at the end of the minute who's going to win and who's going to score, if you know. How many goals is Ghana going to score?
I don't know, maybe 2 or 1.
2 or 1. Okay, let's see if her predictions come to pass. Let's speak to some German fans. We are going to balance this opinion here. I'm seeing. Hello, Ilse. Did I get your name? I'm good. I'm good. I see you supporting the German national team, but you are in the Ghana national team.
Yes,
Jesse.
I support Ghana. And they missed the best opportunity in the first half. They could have done it.
You are supporting Germany. Oh, did your team play well today?
We will be better even in the second half.
Normally, Germany is supposed to play better. Ghana was resisting, and we just hope they will do at least 1 or 2 goals. Go, Ghana, go!
Go, Ghana, go. But who is going to score for Ghana in the second half?
Oh, I don't know his name. I like the tall one.
Tall one, Jiku?
19.
19. We'll figure that out soon. Oh, right. How about Germany?
Patrick Pfeiffer.
Oh, okay. He's on the bench. He's on the bench now. I'm sure. Yeah, hopefully he counts for the second half. Yeah. But how about Germany? Who's going to score for Germany again next?
Again, Havertz.
Hopefully Havertz gets his goal.
Betting for 2-2. 2-2.
2-2, like
because
time we played.
Historical. Because last time 2-2 there was Boateng playing against Boateng. You remember the German Boateng was playing the Ghana Boateng.
Let's go for the 2-2.
We are optimistic.
Let's go for 2-2, German fans. Let me speak to younger audience here. Wow. Hi. We are from Sporty. We'd like to hear what you have to say about the first half.
The first half. I was talking my own football here with Martin Kale, who is an artist. So he paints great footballers, great stories about Ghana. And yeah, I mean, Ghana did perform well, but I felt like they have so many chances that they could score and they didn't. Do you have something to say, Martin?
Don't you think the Germans also had enough chance?
Well, to be honest, we had our friendly game today together. So I was not so following so much into the game, but I'm glad because it's my wish to have a tie at the end. So that's that every team, even the Ghanaian team or the German team, will recognize as a nice game and have a nice time together.
Thank you for speaking with me. We'll go for... Sorry?
SFM. Is that what it is?
Sporty FM.
Oh,
106.1. Okay, thank you. I can get your thought. I can get your thought on the first half. Did you watch the first half?
I did. I'm supporting Germany because I work with a German company. So yeah, and they disappointed us when they played with Austria. So Team Germany. I was so excited when we won, screaming all over.
Okay, let's see whether you get your prediction right at the end of the game. But nice to see you. Let's talk to some Ghana fans here. I'm sure you have a lot to say about this game.
It's been amazing so far. I think it's been pulsating. Ghana has done our best. I mean, comparing the Austrian game to this one, I think we have actually done better. And you can see the defense line is really, really tough. It's been by a scruff of his neck. The team has really played well. I think the penalty was a bit harsh, in my opinion. It was a bit harsh. We say that was the hand in a natural position. That's what we have to look at. Could he have done anything apart from where the hand was? So personally, I think that it was a bit harsh. We should have come to the second half on the level ground. It would have made the game more entertaining. So I think that the referee should have considered all this before taking the penalty. But it's good. It's good. I mean, we are looking forward to a second half that would project the Ghana spirits, and we are coming to the World Cup by hook or crook. We are laying our hands on a medal, so don't worry.
Wow, that's a wild prediction. But comparing that to the Austrian game, do you think we've improved?
Yeah, I think so much improvement as compared to the Austrian game. We lost by 5-1 in the Austrian game. By now, in the Austrian game, we were, I think, about 3 goals behind.
We actually considered 1 goal in the first half, and yes, and the 4 goals in the second half.
Whoa, that's crazy. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there, but I think performance-wise, this has been better. The team always performs better when we have a better or a higher opposition. So Austrian, I think they sort of underestimated the Austrian team, and they came in knowing what Ghana can do. So trust me, it could end up in a draw here, or maybe still a slim win, 1-0, and we are preparing for the next and the next. And you see, our eyes are on the World Cup, not on this. Yeah, so.
Hopefully we'll be able to make the most of the $30 million that we are raising for the Black Stars. But what do you make? Who was your standout player for this game?
Of course, as a local man, I say Benjamin Asari. But Semenyo should get his flowers, though. You know, looking at what the team has been doing so far in this game, as compared to what they did previously, now they are doing extremely well. We just hope that at least our players who are on injury will come back to the team. And trust me, we're going to have a very great World Cup. A solid one, of course. Look at the performance. Even for the penalty, which is part of the game, trust me, would have played a golden draw for the first half. So as a matter of fact, Ghanaians are really doing well. We just hope that the coach will put in a bit of good tactics so that the subs that will come on will also come and do better than these guys are doing.
But how much do we miss Mohamed Kudus in this game in terms of the chances creation, fouls, and getting all of that to increase our chances of winning?
You know, those people, we call them the pace setters. So looking at the likes of Mohamed Kudus, looking at the likes of, what's the name of this player? This our guy. Salisu and Co. If they are part of the team, it makes it a whole. And those are professionals who are playing in the Western world. They understand the game and they put in effort. So we hope before we go to the World Cup, they are here and we'll have a very solid team. But kudos to Benjamin Asari, SM.
So hopefully Salisu and Mohamed Kudus are able to come back in time for the Black Stars. I think we have the second half underway, after which we'll get more reactions from fans. Hopefully the Black Stars are able to do something out of this.
Getting prepped for second half commentary. You can see the Germans making substitutions. Elisha Owusu has come on. Elisha Owusu comes on to replace Kwesi Sibo. Yao. Substitution. Yao substitution therefore. Gentlemen, welcome back to Sport EFM 106.1 FM. And this is our coverage. This is our coverage of the friendly between Germany and Ghana, and some quick substitutions there. Kai Havertz off and Leonard Carl from FC Bayern Munich on. But for Ghana, Kwesi Sibo is also, Undava has also come on for Serge Gnabry. But for Ghana, where our focus is now, Elisha Owusu has come on to replace Kwesi Sibo.
Why is Jonas Agete still playing?
It's quite surprising.
Because I'm shocked. Because if you saw the first half, you saw how jittery he was. I don't see why he's still on the pitch. Really, what is he doing? What is he doing on the pitch? And you know, it's shocking for me. But Kwesi Sibo definitely had to go off because I mean he wasn't having a really good game at all.
Yeah.
And Elisha Owusu hopefully is able to pair up with Partey properly so that he's able to deliver the goods for us.
Yeah, what would you expect from Otado and his men the second half?
I would expect us to push up a lot more, try to get into the spaces where we can cause some problems for the Germans, because it clearly looks like the Germans have control, but they do not have absolute control of this game. If the Black Stars keep knocking on the door, they will score, and that's what they need to keep at the back of their minds, that there's an opportunity for them in this game, and they have to take it.
Sporty 106.1 FM bring you live coverage of the Germany-Ghana friendly from Stuttgart. And we are present at the German ambassador's residence. Second half against Ghana, down by a goal to nil. Kai Havertz from a penalty. And he's been substituted for Leonard Carl of FC Bayern Munich to come on.
I'm sure Mikel Arteta has called to beg them. Mikel Arteta says, please take him off, so that we can focus on the league title solely. But I think what a half Kai Havertz showed in the first half.
Yeah.
He played some really, really good football. And look, I'm sure that his coach, Julian Nagelsmann, is really happy with the contribution he's shown. And it's just okay that he's off the pitch at this point for Leonard Carl. Leonard Carl is one of those exciting youngsters, and I'm sure the Germans want to see what he also can give to them.
Would you say that Otoado is a bit economical with the substitutions? Because it's quite surprising. He just decides to make one. It takes a long time for him to make adjustments.
Clearly, he's economical with the substitutions. And look, this is a friendly, and you need to make as many substitutions as you want. And it's shocking that he's making just one, especially when Jonas Agete had the kind of half that he had.
Yeah.
You don't need to keep him on because you risk getting a red card in this game. Just off the back of the fact that he's been playing so poorly in the first half. And the thing is, you probably think that, oh, he's gone into the dressing room, he's spoken to him, and so he will come on as a different player. But he looked jittery all through the first half. And it will be shocking to see that he goes through the whole game without conceding another yellow card. Ghana would be living dangerously at this point, and I really hope that Jonas Agete would not be the focus of the Germans to try to send him off.
One substitution that nearly escaped us is, yes, the one and only player who gallops every time. Antonio Rudiger is on, and he's replaced Jonathan Tah. The Real Madrid man has come on to replace the Bayern Munich centre back.
You're talking about substitutions. I
Yeah.
mean, the international friendlies are opportunities for you to be able to select your first 11.
Yeah.
And so if you are stingy and keeping some of the players on, then you pretty much are saying that this is your first 11 that you're taking to the World Cup. We saw how Ranić brought substitutions in the second half.
And that's a glorious opportunity, but Thomas Partey once again steps in to make that clearance. Partey has changed his jersey.
Look, Partey is too deep.
Yeah.
Partey is too deep. And you see, I understand why Coach Otoado would want to take off Kwesi Sibo, because if you are the man supposed to guide the
And that's a great opportunity, but that's a very good block once again. Coming in from Kwajo Pompepra. Pompepra stepping up. Rudiger nearly got a goal again. Ghana. Well, this guy enjoys his holidays in Ghana, but he nearly scored against.
Nearly. It would have been a really good goal as well. I mean, he took it nicely, and then he delivered really nice. But I mean, kudos to Pompepra for that defense there.
Rudiger denied the volley, a corner kick. Once again, Benjamin Asari punches it away. Jordan Ayew decides to clear, looking for Kwabnedu. But that's a poor challenge. But,
We have
you know,
nobody for the counter.
exactly.
Loose ball.
That
He's always
disconnect
alone.
between Kwabnedu and the rest of the attackers.
Yeah.
I think it's something that they quickly need to, you know,
Yeah.
look at.
He's always alone. And and it's I don't know. I find it quite shocking to me that he's always in that space alone. Look, you remember in 2006, one of the things that really helped Asamoah Gyan was that we had Razak Pimpong, who was fighting a lot for the balls. He wasn't scoring enough, but he was fighting he was fighting for a lot of the balls. He was going into all the challenges and then laying the balls down to Asamoah Gyan and Matthew Amoah in the right places just to put away. So maybe Prince Edu Kwabena is in the mode of Razak Pimpong at this point. He needs someone close to him who can latch onto the balls that Prince Edu Kwabena can hold up properly so that we can get into those areas where the boys can score.
Well, let's see what happens. 5 minutes into the second half. Florian Vets with a quick ball. Jonas Ajeti steps up to make the clearance. Vets picks it up. Press play down the right-hand side. Joshua Kimmich wants the ball. Dennis Undav who's coming to replace. He finds Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich goes into Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck down the left-hand side. Florian Vets once again. The Liverpool man. Kelly Renchi giving him some pressure to get him off that ball. Schlotterbeck back to Rudiger. Rudiger close by Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich finds Leonard Carl. Carl back to Joshua Kimmich.
I think what Julian Nagelsmann has done is to be a bit more expansive with his play with the introduction of Leonard Carl. You can see that Carl is on the right-hand side, hugging the touchline and opening up the spaces for the Germans up the pitch. And so if Leonard Carl is on that right-hand side as the winger, then it opens up space for Florian Wirtz to get into those
And
positions.
delivery comes in there. That's a good about easy save there from Benjamin Asari. And I'm sure Pascal Gross will be quite disappointed. You know, it was a very feeble effort.
It is not Manchester United, so Pascal Gross does not score. He enjoys scoring against Man United. This would have been a goal at Old Trafford.
That could have easily been a goal, but great build-up there from the Germans.
Yes, we couldn't quite predict it. I mean, if
and that's a great opportunity for Ghana. Yvonne, you guys to Anton Semenyo, who is actually a very good to miss. Prince Edu Kwabena, corner kick, deflected off his man. Would have easily been on target. Brilliant play there from Antoine Semenyo. The cutback was brilliant. Look at that pass from Jonas Ajete. Semenyo picked it up.
That's what confidence gives you. That's what confidence gives you. Antoine Semenyo is in a lot of confidence at this point. Bags of confidence he's carrying at this point. Just off the back of the performances he's shown at Manchester City. A lot of confidence, and he pulled that ball in. And I told you that if Edu Kwabena is able to get into those spaces quicker, Ghana could get a goal.
And the delivery comes in there from Jordan Ayew. Alexander Djiku hair tie. Can there be a connection? And it comes in from Edu Kwabena once again, but this time it's off target.
But that ball's deflected off the center back of the German. But really, like Yao said, we've entered this game with more confidence. We are approaching the opposition's box, trying to fight for a good score. But I'm wondering what a good score in this game would mean for Otto Addo's campaign, whether Ghana's fans will have more confidence in him.
And the lyric comes in there. Nico Voltmada comes up. The upright. That could have easily been the second goal. Wow. Nico Voltmada and the Newcastle United man hits the crossbar. Second goal denied, but Germany still lead by a goal to nil.
I mean, if Voltmada scores against you, then you need to ask yourself, because he gets a million chances and is able to only convert one. So it means that your defense will be sleeping and watching this really tall guy go to put the ball at the back of the net. But let's see. I mean, he didn't have to jump, considering how tall he is, but Benjamin Asare was in good position to deal with that ball, I believe.
Benjamin Asare. Ball coming off the crossbar, but look at that quick play. Look at that delivery. Nico Voltmada getting onto that. That was a brilliant leap. Kojo Pompey Pratt down on the turf, injured. He needs the medics to quickly attend to him. Let's see the Newcastle man. Temporary hold up. And I think, lots of questions keep coming. Where would you see Otto? Where would you want to see Otto Addo make changes at the moment?
What can one say? What would be the plan for the second substitution that he'll be able to make? I don't think that we need to make any substitutions at this moment. I think the team is doing fairly, especially with our forwards. Semenyo is pushing forward, but maybe we can substitute Jordan Ayew. I'm not seeing what Jordan Ayew brings to this game, his contributions to this game. So maybe Jordan can go.
Maybe Jordan can go.
I think we are ready to make another substitution.
And another substitution, Lucasen. It looks like I don't think they want to risk Kojo Pombera. The man from Paphos, Lucasen, is coming on. Yvonne, would you agree with this? Kojo Pombera has been quite good, but he cannot continue the game again.
That's a injury. It's not anything serious, considering he has to return to club football, and he will be an important man for the Black Stars in the World Cup campaign. But substitutes are needed for games like this. Lucasen is replacing him, and we'll see what the instructions that Otoado is giving him in this game. The injury looks pretty
It looks bad.
Serious.
It looks bad. Kojo Pompepra being held by the medics, SK Ankoma and Derek Lucasen. Lucasen comes on. And there's a player who plays club football for Paphos. They played in the UEFA Champions League. And he's been playing with the likes of David Luiz. David Luiz. There. But, you know, it's going to be quite disappointing. But game resumes. Derek Lucasen comes on 55 minutes play, 10 minutes inside the second half. Sporty 106.1 FM across our affiliates in Kumasi and Takrady. Also live on the Diggy Box. You can find us across our socials at Sporty FM _ on Instagram. And then on X, Sporty FM Ghana on Facebook and YouTube. Game continues with a quick ball down the left-hand side. Florian Vet is quickly found by Nathaniel Brown. Brown leaves it down quickly, and it's going to be a corner kick for the German. Florian Vet quickly plays it. Caleb Rinchi tries to get in there. And it's Schlotterback. Plays it down quickly down on the left-hand side. A quick left foot effort there. Quickly blocked, and Rudiger will take all the time in the world to pick it up. Leads it down for Schlotterback. Schlotterback weighs his options. Comes down the left-hand side. Caleb Rinchi. Lakes it for Schlotterback. And that's a great one. Nico Voltmada. And Leonard Carl loses possession. Jordan Ayew. Jordan down left side. He gives the ball away. And a quick ball there. Leonard Carl, brilliant player. Leonard Carl trying to get the better of the players. He's been bundled out, and Stuart Adwell was close to the action, and he whistles for a free kick.
I told you that on that right-hand side, he looks really, really good. And he's, hugging the touchline, coming in from that area. And he's a left footer, mind you. So coming in means that he's about to cut in. And that is always dangerous. And a player like Leonard Carl, who at such a young age has gotten several opportunities for Bayern Munich, you should be wary of a player like that. And I think that the Black Stars need to keep an eye on him. He's terribly fast. And he's one of the players that we should not allow spaces to go through.
This is a player who scored against Arsenal in the UEFA Champions League. He knows what his worth is. 57 minutes played. Germany 1, Ghana 0. Sporty 106.1 FM. Joshua Kimmich. Leonard Carl. Right behind the ball. Kimmich goes in for a short one there. But very good rate of the ball. Alexander Jiku. Always top concentration.
Brilliant reading of the game, Alexander Jiku. And he looks like one of the only men in defense who really wants this. He is not backing down. He's reading the game properly. He's intercepting when he has to. And look, I think that he's one of the players that Sika Kono would always be proud to have brought him into the Ghana setup. I am so proud of Alexander Jiku just for how he settled in, the kind of consistency he's shown in defense. It's just so painful that in his time in his time as a Black Stars player, the team isn't as flamboyant as it used to be, because in those years, I think Jiku would have been one of the best players.
Yeah, he would have been just easily slotting, maybe in the position of Liadi. Game continues in there. Quick ball down the left-hand side. Very good gather by Ghana. Caleb Rinchi wins possession. Jordan Ayew. Edu Kwabna right there. He's been bundled down by Anthony Rudiger. Strong on the ball. There's going to be a foul against Ghana. And Derek Lucasen with a foul there. Needless.
Needless. That is quite rugged. Luckerson.
I mean, he's inconsistent like that.
And you could see Tony Buffo saying, whoosh. Even as a center back, he felt that. That was quite ragged from him.
Yes, unnecessary. I mean, considering that he has been one of the inconsistent players for the Black Stars, he should come to prove something, not to give the opposition an advantage in this game.
Yeah. It's Stuart Atwell thinking we are playing the Premier League. I'm not trying to stop the restart of the play. But I think in the World Cup, these are the things going to happen. If you stop a quick restart of the game, you're going to be shown the yellow card.
Yeah, they need to learn the loss of the game, and these are some of the things. You'll be beaten by some of these things.
Yeah.
You remember when we took on Portugal?
Exactly.
That penalty that Salisu committed.
Yeah.
Look, it's sometimes just the little things, and I think that's where we miss in there. Alexander Jiku again.
That was
player.
intelligent play from him.
Player.
He did not touch the ball. He did not touch his man. But he made sure that ball walked over, and you can see lots happening there. Look at Luckerson. Plays for FC Puffers.
But speaking of Alexander Juku, we see what he did at the Accra Sports Stadium when we needed that goal to qualify, to book our qualification to the World Cup. So he's just that player that represents the Ghana jersey and wants to play for the team. And however the team needs him, whether offensively or defensively, he's right there, his position is right. He's done absolutely everything right in this game. The Germans are making 4 substitutions at a goal, and Otto Addo is making none but the 2 that he has.
And Angelo Stella is the first one to be off. Angelo Stella is. Nathaniel Brown is also off. Brown is also off. Pascal Gross also going off. Pascal Gross going off. And Vet also going off. So Rom comes on. Vets also off. And Rom.
Again, it's a lot of changes there for the Germans. At least
The Germans with 4 substitutions at the moment. Germany with 4 substitutions. Brown goes off, and David Rom makes a replacement. Ghana with the possession inside the center circle. Quick ball down the left-hand side. Arthur Korn with that delivery. Ball drops inside the penalty area. It's going to be goal kick down. And Leon Goretzka.
A goal for Jordan Ayew in this game going to flatter his performance.
Is that?
A goal for Jordan Ayew in this game going to flatter his subpar performance.
Leon Goretzka has also come on. We've seen Furich also making an appearance. And David Rom also coming on. And the final confirmation is Stella. Stella is off for Wagnerman. Wagnerman also coming on. Throwing for Ghana. Wagnerman has also come on. Wait to see what will happen from this. And Wagnerman has also come on.
The Germans haven't scored in Woodhouse of their last 3 friendlies. The Germans saw but they did score here against Ghana.
Wagnerman Joshua. Ghana with an opportunity to make good use of the set piece. And the ball played in there. Clever. Jordan Ayew, can he get it one in? And it misses the post by inches. Jordan Ayew. Yo, it looks like our best bet for goals.
I think you could have done better than that.
No, it deflected off, and it could have easily been a goal.
It hit the upright.
Yeah.
It hit the upright. It could have easily been a goal.
Very good play there from.
Of Altemade.
Yeah. So that was quite a very good play there from Jordan Ayew. Corner kick for Ghana. Going to be an in-swinger, right? Once again, Jordan Ayew sets one in there, but too easy a save there from goalkeeper Nubel. He'll be happy to pick these up every single time of the game. Germany tries to restart play. A quick ball in there to find Leon Goretzka. Furich. And the delivery comes in there. And ball drops outside the penalty area, and the connection comes in. But it's going to be a goal kick. Nico Voltmada deflecting it off for a goal kick.
He didn't have to touch that ball. He didn't have to touch that ball at all. No.
Again, he fell on the
No.
body of his own teammates.
Leon Goretzka looking for a goal. But Germany have made those are some pitches, and you look at the names who have come on, and these are regulars. So
These
can
are-
I be worried?
I mean, I don't think Ghana should be worried. I think that they should play their game. They should play the way they've played. And I mean, Elisha Usu, that is definitely a yellow card. Trust me, it's definitely a yellow card.
That was quite needless.
Yeah, it was needless. It was definitely a yellow card. Look, he went in, starts first. Nah, it's a yellow card. In
It's
some
lucky
cases,
if
it
the
could have been
VAR
a red.
could be a red
Exactly.
because the stats.
Yeah.
Just right came on
Yeah,
for a stamp.
exactly. It could be a red card. in
Elisha
some
Usu as
cases.
captain for Auxerre should know better.
Yeah.
You don't show your stats. You don't go in for a stamp. And he's been given a yellow card. It's quite surprising Gideon Mensah don't have any bite of this game. I was expecting him to start.
It's not surprising at all. I mean, I don't think it's surprising. Look, one thing is Gideon Mensah has proven his worth in some games.
Yeah.
I don't think he's had too many good games for Ghana. He's been sloppy on most days.
Yeah.
And so for Otoado to have someone like Derek Con come in, you just want to try him and see if he's good enough for the place. And that is why Otto is shocking me that he's not trying Marvin Senaya on the right-hand side as well.
It's quite surprising. And look at that freaking ghosting close by the ghost. That's why Benjamin Asari seemed to have seen that effort there. David Rum, quick one in there. Asari had it covered.
That's a good ball.
Yeah.
It's a really good free kick. It's a really good free kick, but I'm still wondering what Asari was trying to do. Look, I think that sometimes because the ball was a bit, it was elevated a little bit. Yeah.
And Abdul Fattah Isahaku comes on to replace Prince Adukab now. Does it look like Jordan Ayew is going up top, Yao? Does it look like Jordan Ayew is going up top and Fattah Isahaku would fill up the flanks and Semenyo moves to the left-hand
Yeah,
side?
I think that's what he would want to do. And given how we are playing now, playing on the counter as well, I think it's good for Fattah Isahaku. And the Germans are pushing up a lot more. It opens up spaces for Isahaku and also for Antoine Semenyo in there.
At the corner,
That's a good
Outwit is
one.
in there looking for that cross. But Rudiger makes that interception and Germany can start to build up from their defensive end. Finds goalkeeper Nobel. Close by is David Rom. Rom looking for that pass. He comes in quickly and shot. To find Furic. Furic with a quick ball. Ghana makes that interception. Elisha also later for Caleb Yuenchi. That was a poor pass, but Abdul Fattah Isahaku picks it up, waiting for options. Isahaku lays it down for Elisha also. Back to Alexander Jiku. Jiku finds Elisha. Elisha close by. It's Caleb Yuenchi. Caleb goes in central to find Alexander Jiku just on the halfway line. Derek Lucasen. Lucasen lays it down the left-hand side. Arthur Kohn comes in to Thomas Partey. Partey comes all the way back to Jiku. Jiku finds Lucasen. Lucasen under pressure. Goes to Benjamin Asari. Asari with a quick ball. You know, he had it covered. And I think that his confidence keeps growing.
Yeah, that's a really good pass into the areas. And I think that Ghana needs to sustain this level of possession. It is good that, you know, they're controlling the game now and they're showing that they can play. And I think that's good. That's good play from Jordan Ayew right there.
Brilliant play there from Jordan Ayew. If you don't know, Benjamin Asari was a striker before he got into goalkeeping. So you can understand why he had excellent footwork. He was a striker. And I think that the last couple of times Solomon Abasi was also a striker. Felix Sanan was also a striker.
That's the pass there.
Look at that pass.
the pass.
Brilliant. So confident with it.
And he was ready
He
to
wasn't
catch,
in two
and he was
minds.
ready to catch it.
He wasn't in two minds. And that was brilliant from him. I think that his confidence keeps, you know, improving and boosting. And that is good
But
for
I'm wondering what this performance from Benjamin Asari will mean to Atiziki's chances of starting at the World Cup.
You should just understand that Benjamin Asari is number one.
Yeah.
Asari.
I think that's what he needs to understand. Benjamin
Exactly,
Asari
yeah.
is number one. And,
Yeah.
and he'll definitely be number one. When I saw Atizigi in post in that game against Austria, I was actually quite shocked because I expected Asari to be in goal.
Exactly. And this is quite a standard test. And Asari seems to be scoring full marks, 68 when it's played and a long ball in there. Joshua Kimmich. And that is a waste in there. Elisha also not happy with one step
right on his foot there. But Joshua Kimmich, we know him to have the quality to be hitting from those long ranges. But this time around, quite unfortunate, it was always rising.
Yeah, I think he overhit it, and sometimes it happens. You can hit those games in that sense. I've just seen
last again.
And Desmond Ofe as well on the touchline speaking to Otoado. I mean, possibly trying to make some decisions on what to do with the attack, especially because look, a 1-1 draw in this game will be so huge for Ghana. And
that's
really
a brilliant ball in there from Derek Arthurcon. Can he pick it up? And that's a brilliant play there. Arthurcon makes that step. Goal! Ghana with the finish. Gets it to the game. Makes that brother. But Derek Arthurcon. And he goes in with the Kakalika dance. Ghana up. Back. And that's it. The finish there. Nuno absolutely had nothing to do, and Ghana have equalized 1-0, yo.
We were talking about Derek Con, and Derek Con's performance is up there, and it's been so good how he beat the man and pulled out that ball back into the path of Fatau Isaaku. I think that it was brilliant, and this was a really, really good goal. Great goal there from Ghana, and Derek Con, look at Derek Con on that far side. Look at how he dribbles the man. Look at how he beats his man. Brings the ball into the box, and Fatau Isaaku was there. And what a goal! What a goal from Fatau Isaaku.
And look at that, the build-up from the defensive end. That was quite a brilliant one in there. Look at that. He shrugged off the challenge from his man. Got in there. Abdul Fatau Isaaku, the Leicester City man, slotting beyond the reach of goalkeeper Nubel. That is a fantastic finish. Yvonne, brilliant build-up play, execution, and the finishing. Absolutely top-notch.
Yes, because that's what Fatao is there for, to get those moments, just one touch and do that. And that's what he's been at Leicester City, being that guy to provide hope where there is none. And it's quite remarkable that Otto Addo is able to get a substitute right in a big game as this. This scoreline is very flattering, and for me, it's surprising how Otto Addo is able to swing public perception about him game after game. I mean, it was a streak of wins during the World Cup qualifiers, and then he begins to lose during the international friendlies against Japan and then again against Austria a few days ago. So yes, 1-1 for Germany and Ghana in this friendly.
Alexander Jeko gives the ball away and the pressure. Ball falls down to Germany and it's Furic. Good gather there by Caleb Yunchi. Caleb out to the smack, and Isman brother is going to be a yellow card, obviously. And that is clearly going to be a yellow card for Germany. Caleb Yunchi getting past his man. And that is going to be the yellow card. Caleb doing some decent work there.
And Kelvin, goals change games. Goals gives you a lot of confidence, and you can see that the Ghanaians are back in that confidence level. It's a huge boost for Ghana scoring that goal, and now they are looking like they are back in the game and they want to win it, and it's looking really, really good. I hope that they do not make any mistakes in this game.
Hopefully they don't make any mistakes. Thomas Partey, confidence from Benjamin Asari. Partey, brilliant play from the phase one build-up player. Makes that pass. He lifts it down for Lucasen. Sends a long one in at the corner, and that's going to be a foul for Jordan Ayew. And that was Schlotterbeck, who is already on a yellow card, budgeting to Jordan Ayew.
That should have been another yellow, but I'm sure that the man, Stuart Atwell, the ref, is just trying to pardon him because it's a friendly game. And I think that's what has just happened, because that tackle from Schlotterbeck did not look too good. But Ghana look like they are in control of this game at this point.
You know, gradually, Thomas Partey seems to be coming higher into the game. He seems to be making the decision. 73 minutes played. Germany won. Ghana won. Abdul Fatau Isaaku cancelling out the opener from Kai Havertz. Otto Addo and his men, after that disappointed 5-1 loss to Austria, picking up the pieces, and it's been quite impressive. 73 minutes played. Germany 1, Ghana 1. This is Sport FM 106.1 FM, bringing you live coverage of the international friendly here at the residence of the German ambassador to Ghana. It's a festival here. It's fun here. Time to network. Time to make it a party. And Ghana and Germany both have qualified for the World Cup and are looking forward to getting in there with the best of preparations. Germany trying to find strength as they face African opponents in their group. Ghana also trying to find strength because they're going to face European opponents. But who are the opponents Ghana will face from Europe, and who are the opponents that Germany will face from Africa?
For which games?
Yes, and at the World Cup.
At the World Cup from Africa is Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
That they'll be facing. And then
Ghana will be facing
England and
Croatia.
then Croatia. And of course for America it's Panama. But it looks like Ghana will have the tougher challenge in the group stages than Germany. But like I said in the first half,
you never know.
Germany,
This is the World Cup.
but Germany has been very wasteful. Nagelsmann has a lot to answer. The talents are there on paper. They are more flattering than us, but they've been unable to put anything convincing for their country fans.
And a quick ball in there. The Voltman by Lucas and steps Abai to make the clearance. Thomas Partey was trying to find Arthur Korn, but quite unfortunately that pass couldn't go through. But in the build up to the goal, we cannot forget to give Thomas Partey his flowers for that long ball to Arthur Korn. Brilliant
long ball, and that's what we know Thomas Partey to be doing. And if he's comfortable on the ball, he delivers passes like that. But look, I think that this is something you expect from Partey.
Yeah.
What we did not expect is what Derek Korn did with that ball.
Yeah.
And I think that is a really, really good assist there. And Fatau took it so calmly in the box. Look, the Fatau before, would have smashed it over the bar. But these days, it looks like he's matured. He's coming to his own a lot more, and that was a really good goal.
Maturity coming to play. The best of decisions made by Abdul Fattah Issahaku, going for the placement, and that's going to be a foul. Abdul Fattah Issahaku bringing down his man, David Rom. But if you're not following Sport TFM, this is a great opportunity. Derek Arthur Korn made a combined 11 of Ghana and Germany. Just go back on our socials, our Sport TFM Ghana on Facebook, and then our Sport TFM _, on Instagram and X, and have a quick look at that video for yourself.
Yes.
Game continues in there, quick ball in there. Germany trying to get a very good Ghana. Thomas Partey, Antoine Semenyo on the run. The Manchester City man, Antoine man. Semenyo on the run. Antoine Semenyo. Great play.
No support.
And that's a very good step there by Wagnerman. Wagnerman making, stopping
we need
Semenyo
to keep up with our pace. We need to keep up with the pace. The pace is a bit delayed and it's a bit slow. There's no support for Semenyo forward to be able to connect that ball. Hard luck to us.
Mexico, Canada, and the USA.
Well, let's wait to see what happens. 77 minutes played. Germany 1, Ghana 1. Quick ball down the left-hand side of Ghana's central defensive midfield. Lucasen with a long ball. Finds Jordan Ayew. But ball quickly intercepted by Antonio Rudiger. Sent to the long one. A ball comes with a Nico Voltmada. Alexander Jiko acrobatic clearance in there. And look at Germany. And that is it there from Lucasen. No space for him. Brilliant clearance. Nico Voltmada looking for a goal, but he's not having any space.
No. He actually needs to score a goal. He needs to score a goal, cement his place in that first 11 for Germany at the World Cup. But like I said, he is such a wasteful player. When he turns up, he scores some of the most remarkable goals. But no.
Corner kick for Germany. Corner kick for Germany. Joshua Kimmich elects himself for this. Anning Swinger close by and the clearance comes in. It's going to be a foul there. Rudiger pushing down his man. Antonio Rudiger with his inferior tactics again there, but he's been caught on Lucasen.
No, this is definitely an Antonio Rudiger moment. And Leroy Sané is the man coming on.
Exactly.
Sané is a danger man, and he will be causing some problems for the Black Stars defense. But hopefully the Black Stars are able to deal with him as much as possible. But I can see what Julian Nagelsmann wants to do.
What is he trying to do?
He wants a result out of this. He wants to win. And I think that he's just getting in there into the right positions. And bringing on Sané is just to tell you that he knows what he's doing and he wants to win.
Well, that is it there from Julian Nagelsmann bringing on Leroy Sané. And he's a quicker player than Voltmada. He gets into smaller spaces than Voltmada does.
and what should the Texas team be wary of?
But I think our defense has been up to task in this game. They need to keep on doing that because any switch could give the Germans the chance to attack. I was saying before that Votemada substitution that he needs to be able to cement his place in this team, and he hasn't quite done that in this game.
Well, let's look at what happens in there. Germany. Chris Furich with a quick ball in there. Gets it a quick one to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich lays it down the right-hand side. And it's picked up by Schlotterberg. No, Wagnerman lays it down the left-hand side. Leroy Sané trying to open up spaces. And that is Dennis Undav. Undav to Schlotterberg. Switches play down the right-hand side. Undav picks up possession. Lays it down for Kimmich. Kimmich waiting for options. Out towards his marker, Jordan Ayew. And that is Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich in there with a quick ball down the left-hand side. Managed to find Rom. Rom lays it down. And that is Jordan Ayew. Brilliant recovery there from Jordan. Abdul Fattah Isahaku. Can he be on the run? Fattah Isahaku. And he's giving the ball away quite too easily. Poor decision.
Poor decision from him. I think that it was just a bit of complacency there. They knew that they had it in. They knew that they had it, and then.
And that's a quick ball in there.
That's a good ball. That's
Brilliant
a really good
there.
ball. Really good ball. And Undav brought it down really nicely. And Ghana had to clear their lines over there.
Ghana had to clear, but the lines wasn't cleared properly. A great opportunity. Germany gets it in there. Leonard Call. And the ball has been quickly picked up. Dennis Undav. This now Joshua Kimmich. And that is so uncharacteristic of Joshua Kimmich. He should have hit the target.
No, I simply can't believe all that is happening. I mean, it was pretty easy for him. There was no pressure on him to deliver that goal. He has not been able to do that as captain for the German team.
That is it there. The Kakalika dance.
I'm sure it was for outside there.
Yeah.
100%.
Abdul Fattah is scoring in the Kakalika dance. Can see the frustration and the surprise on Julian Nagelsmann, Joshua Kimmich, and the rest of the German national team. And it's a quick ball in there. Thomas Partey. Brilliant play, but Jordan Ayew loses possession. It's going to be a throw-in for Germany. Germany putting that intensity in. They want to get the match winner.
They want to get the win. They want to get the match win, and it will be huge for them if they are able to get it. But I really hope the Black Stars hold their line well. This is the best time to counter them because they are pulling all their men forward. Look at where Rudiger is on the pitch. Look at him. Look at where Rudiger is. Right after the center circle. If the Black Stars get a counter attack, it will be deadly for the Germans.
Game continues in the ball down the left-hand side. Caleb Renchi and is brought down his man. I think that this game has seen a better performance from Caleb than the previous one.
Yes. We were surprising. Before this game, we thought Otto Addo was playing him in a more natural position. But when we take it back to what he said in the press conference about whether he was going to play Yurenchi at the right back in this game, he said no comment. He didn't even answer. But he went through with his plan. If Yurenchi is able to be comfortable, adapt to this position, then he could do something.
A long delivery there, but once again, Germany failed to connect it, and it's going to be a goal kick. Freaking Western. Leon Goretzka rose very high, but his connection was just rising.
I don't think Nagelsmann will be happy with his boys in this game because it's shocking. Ghana lost to Austria 5-1, and they are drawing to Germany. I think this result flatters Otto Addo more than it does anything to Nagelsmann, and the Germans have themselves to blame because they've had more chances in this game than the Ghana Black Stars.
Game continues in the air. 83 minutes play. Germany 1, Ghana 1. Sporty 106.1 FM. This is our coverage of the international friendly game between Germany and Ghana. And we are live from the residence of the German ambassador to Ghana. Myself, Yvonne Woyomi Yalfo Sulabi, bringing you live coverage. Caleb Renchi, brilliant touch of the ball. Sent in a long one, but back to Germany, and they can have ample time to restart play from the throw-in. Otto Addo. Yeah, this is much of a relief to Otto Addo if it should end this way.
Look, if it would end this way, he would have to be brave enough to ring in some substitutions.
Yeah.
Bring in some of the boys. There are tired legs on there. look, Jordan Ayew is not moving as quicker as he was moving in the first half. Bring in some changes, try to bring on some fresh legs so that they can save this, because the Germans look like they have the fresher legs. They look like they are putting in a lot of pressure, and the changes need to come quick and fast so that Otoado can save this.
Well, let's wait and see what happened to Otoado, trying to make sure that this doesn't end in a loss. Germany looking forward to getting a victory. Joshua Kimmich makes a pass to Rudiger. Rudiger stepping up high. Lifts it down for Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck down the left-hand side. He lifts it down for Schofler. Furic with a difference there. But Jonas Ajeti steps up high. And the clearance comes in from Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo, Derek Arthur Kohn. Kohn, that's a pass in there. He's giving the ball away. And Germany have an opportunity. And that's going to be a ball. But clearance comes in there. Once again, Elisha Owusu. Look at that clearance. Antoine Semenyo, but he's sent the ball out of touch. Over elaboration there from Antoine Semenyo. But Elisha Owusu, very good defensive work in there. Look at that. He read the game.
Really good tackle.
Very beautiful.
Really good tackle. Really good tackle there. And Elisha Owusu was right on that one. Look, he was a bit worried.
Yeah.
And he told the referee that
go and check.
He didn't even have to check, because he knew that he had made a really good tackle.
And look at that delivery. Comes in there, Germany. David Rom breaks it down under control. Looking forward in there. And a great opportunity. Artuero smash, too much space. Ball drops in there. And a drive comes in. Look about that, and the Germans. And Leonard Cole misses. Leonard Cole misses the post by inches and is looking for a penalty. Nagelsmann wants a penalty.
For a penalty in there. He's looking for a penalty in there. He's looking for a penalty in there. But that's not a penalty.
Come on, no.
I mean, Leonard Carr had already kicked the ball.
Exactly.
He had already kicked the ball. He had already kicked the ball before the tackle came. And if you know Stuart Atwell really, really well, he would not give you 2 penalties in
No,
a
not
game.
at all. It's quite difficult for him. He's a man who is very stingy when it comes to giving penalties.
Yes.
Stuart Atwell, the Premier League referee, is not going to give any other penalty for this. And look at that. Carl Leonard is up. Wasn't he the one rolling down the pitch looking for a penalty?
I mean, it was just a push. It was not an injury.
Game continues in there. Furic lays it down in defense. Schlotterbeck makes it a quick pass. It finds Joshua Kimmich, who has decided to fill that central hole in that midfield. He's of too much quality. David Rom. Rom cuts to Schlotterbeck. Furic. Back to Schlotterbeck. Very good defensive work there from Elisha also. He's putting in the shift. Elisha, Yvonne. He's doing some pretty decent work. More than we saw from Kwesi Sibo.
Yeah, I mean, that's what changes are meant to do, to improve the game, not to distract play and not to cause the team any damages, and he's been able to do that.
Sporty 106.1 FM. Germany 1, Ghana 1, live from the residence of the German ambassador. Germany looking for the equalizer. Ghana making sure that they shut up all the shots. Schlotterbeck back to Rom. Rom back to Furic. Furic to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck weighing his options. Goes in quickly to find Anthony Rudiger. Rudiger plays it down the right hand side. And then lays it down for his man. And comes in central. Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich with a quick ball in there. Very good delivery. On down. And on top with a goal. Brilliant play there from the Germans. And Dennis Undav manages to score. Dennis Undav with a second for Germany. And the Diamond Shaft are up. And you can see all celebrations here from the Germans. All the Ghanaians celebrating. And look at that. It's a celebration. Germany, yo, it was quite coming. And Germany have found that match. You know, the second goal.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. He's onside. And I told you that, look, you could send some tired legs in there. Otoado had to ring changes. He did not ring the changes. And that's what you get for that.
Look at that. Leon Goretzka with a pass. Look at Kimmich. Goretzka. It was knocked out by Leroy Sané. And Dennis Undav. Brilliant. Benjamin Asari tried to save it. But his effort wasn't enough to get the ball out of the goalpost. Germany 2, Ghana 1.
I am actually pained. I feel a little bit of pain because it was only how many minutes onto the end of the game. We could have walked away with something with all the work that we've put into this game. I am sad. I'm absolutely sad. I'm absolutely sad by the result.
Quite sad by the result, even William says Ghana continues to play. Thomas Partey trying to get into a position, but quickly intercepted there. Germany trying to find a third goal. Germany with a quick ball now. Dennis Undav makes it a quick pass. He finds Leroy Sané. Sané looking for the run of Undav. Undav picks up the ball. Back to Sané. Sané, Joshua Kimmich towards the ball, but Sané will take all the time in the world to pick up his man. Game continues. Germany. And it's Wagnerman. Wagnerman legs it down for Leroy Sané. Sané makes the pass to Undav. Undav to Leonard Carl. Carl back to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich to Nico Voltmada. Voltmada to Leon Goretzka. Lays it down for his captain, Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich to Rom. Rom to Furic. Furic has Caleb Yuenchi. He's shot up the shop. And it goes back to Schlotterbeck. Back to Joshua Kimmich. Dictating the play in midfield. Quick ball down in there, down the right-hand side. Derek Athercon trying to get the better of his man, and he makes that tack. And it's going to be a throw-in against Ghana. Throw quickly effected. Ball is picked up by Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich weighs his options. Close by is Leon Goretzka. He decides to go into Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck picks up David Rom. Run back to Schlotterbeck. Down the left-hand side. He makes a quick pass. Furic opens up space for himself. Looking forward to crossing the ball. Lays it up for Schlotterbeck. Joshua Kimmich takes all the time in the world, trying to find Leroy Sané. Sané waiting down the right-hand side. Dennis Undav. Leonard Carl. Germany trying to keep possession, playing the ball around, looking up to find spaces in between Ghana's defensive area. Leroy Sané. Sané weighs his options, comes in central, and it's Joshua Kimmich. Leonard Carl with a quick ball in there. And it's an easy save for Benjamin Asari, a routine save every single day. And he's clearly not happy with the spaces being offered by his defenders.
Look, the defenders, I think that there are some of the defenders, Jonas Ajeti and the rest, they've had it. Otuado has to ring some changes. Look, that's just what it is. Like we mentioned, friendly games need to be managed properly. And I don't think Otuado has managed this game properly.
Game continues there. Antoine Semenyo with a quick ball. Semenyo, great opportunity. Antoine. And that is a waste.
Output.
That is a waste.
What an output. He's not proud of
Upon
himself.
all the work done.
He shouldn't.
In the first minute of the additional time of 3, Antoine Semenyo blasts over the goalpost. And back to that. Derek Nicholson playing on Dennis Undav. Played him on time, but that was quite close.
Yeah, you know what? In both the games, the Austrian game and this game, the similarities that it is the substitutes that have been able to provide the goals for the coaches after bringing them on in the second half. This should be a lesson to Otuado that you see your players are improving. I know there's this concern that it will change the game, that it may change the dynamic of the game. But really, this result does not do well, does not give an impression of how the Ghana's defense has been in this. If anything, the offense has disappointed the Black Stars in this game.
Yeah, for Sulabi, Otuado has made a substitution at a corner of Christopher Bonsuba on.
Man, and you know this is very, Kelvin. You know this is very typical of Otuado.
Yeah.
To change with just 2 minutes to go in a friendly game. He did that against the USA. He did that against Mexico. And look, Austria. Look, I don't understand why he does that. 2 minutes for a player to come on. What do you expect the player to do? I don't know.
Well, let's see if Germany can find a third. A quick ball in there. Ball drops into the Fury. Fury trying to get the better of his man. Finds David Rom. Back to Fury. But once again, Ghana quickly make that recovery. And it's a quick ball inside the penalty area. And it's Undav. And Abdul Fattah Issahaku breaks that interception and clears the line. And that is going to be the end of the 90 minutes. Germany defeating Ghana by 2-1. Brilliant display. And they've managed to get the win. Dennis Undav with the match winner after Abdul Fattah Issahaku got the equalizer for Ghana from Kai Havertz penalty. And it's a victory for Germany once again. Yo, quick thoughts on the game.
Well, I think we had a chance. I think we had a chance to finish this game with a draw. If Otuado had managed this game properly, I don't think Otuado managed this game properly, and that's what we've seen. Look, if you ask me, I think that the defense could have done better with a goal that with a German winner. I think Benjamin Asari could have also done better with a German winner. But that's just how it goes. I mean, I don't think there are many people who thought that this performance would happen in this game against Germany. So, I mean, we'll take it in our stride and then we'll move on.
We'll take it on a strike and we move on. It's quite impressive. Lots and lots happening in there. Yellow CC, a good year. Make crowd down so mamu. On our tears. Wabesha born nibi. Sporty 106.1. Nana. Born one bobida. Unimbo. Me shout our ideas. Unim teteno. Caneno. Aha. You've watched the Black Stars play. Do you see an improvement from the last game we lost 5-1 against Austria? And are you confident that the World Cup will come good for us?
I think football is a game of chance, as we all know. One thing I'll say is we shouldn't give up on them. For 2 consecutive games, we've lost both. And it's kind of, it feels some way, you know, but we still have to challenge them. Because no matter what, we've qualified. And we still have, and no matter what, believe that there'll be a light at the end of the tunnel.
It's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. That is Nanama McBrown, Empress, yes. We know her, but... Well, so that is that from Nanama McBrown. Quite impressive performance, you know, better from the game we played against Austria. But what do you make of this Black Stars team, especially after today? Should we be confident that the World Cup will come good for us?
I think no matter what, we need to support them because we are Ghanaians, you understand? I feel like they need their support whether think they are good or not. Yeah, exactly.
But where do you think we will reach in the World Cup? Are we going to go into the quarterfinals?
I mean, I do believe in miracles, but then I feel like I feel like they have to feel comfortable with each other because I feel like in the beginning they were not really, they were kind of warming up with each other and trust each other because I really enjoyed the second. Yes.
Thank you so much. That is from When They Say, one of Ghana's top music exports. Nana my background spoon earlier. Nana Sambru Bala is here. Nana, it's quite an impressive output from the Black Stars. You know, quite better than what we saw against Austria. What do you make of this team and how confident are you that the team will come better going forward?
Well, I was out that question when we were trailing by 1 goal, and I said, this is football. Possibly we'll pick up the pieces. And they did. They did. Very impressed with their, especially with the second half. We matched them boot for boot. And cool heads, possibly. There were some loose ends. I'm not a technical man, but I'm sure the technicians and the technical people have seen. If we can bring that to order, who knows?
Who knows? That is from Nana Sambru Bala, one of the top administrators Ghana football has ever seen. If you talk about the success of the 1995 Ghana Under-17 World Cup team that conquered the entire world, beating Brazil in the final and lifting the trophy, he was extremely instrumental, one of the top figures making sure Ghana conquered the world. Now, many, you know, have been saying Otuado had to leave and all that, but after seeing this, should we give him ample time to shape up his team with just 3 months more to the World Cup?
It's a hard call. It's a decision for the FA to take. But unfortunately, I did not watch. Maybe it was good. I did not watch the Austria game. But I've seen this one. And if you were to ask me based on what I've seen, I would say we have to tread cautiously.
Thank you so much. That is from Nana Sambru Bala, giving us bits and pieces of what Ghana should expect going forward. You know, lots of reactions. You know, the game is over. Ghana lost 2-1, but do you think that the team has improved?
Yeah, so far we've improved. Yeah, the team has improved. It was far better than what we played 3 days ago. And I say kudos to all the players. Yeah. But what I want to say is, anytime Jordan gets ball, Jordan don't want to give a pass to Semenyo. I don't know the reason why. I don't know if they are fighting. Jordan should be able to give pass to Semenyo so that we will need a goal. So that there should be oneness in the team. So that's all I can say for now.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, so that is the reaction on in there. Lots of reaction. You know, are you German?
Yeah, half. Yeah.
Half German. But were you impressed with the German team, and are you confident that going to the World Cup, the team will get better after this performance against Ghana?
No, I was for Ghana.
Oh, you were for Ghana?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so how impressed are you with the team you saw today, you know, from what happened on Friday against Austria?
Sorry, again.
Ghana was beaten. What would you have to say about this game after losing 2-1 to Germany?
I only saw like a half. Next time, good luck. What can I say? I hope they will win the next game.
Yeah, wishing for them for the very best game. Ghana, you know, lost again. But what do you have to make? Did you see an improved performance from the Black Stars?
Yeah, it was definitely better than against Austria. And I think actually Ghana is supposed to win. So I'm Ghanaian, German. So my heart was for both, but a little stronger for Ghana.
All right, thank you so much. Lots of reaction. Let's see if we can pick 2 or 3 more interactions in there. You know, you a German, right? Yes, you watched the game.
Yes, we watched the game.
Yeah. Do you think Germany can go all the way in the World Cup and get to, you know, maybe the semifinals or the final from what you just saw?
I don't know. Actually, I don't think so.
Why don't you think so? You also, you know, shaking your head. Why don't you think so?
Because I think Ghana is better in the World Cup, in the actual World Cup. I hope so.
All right. What about you? What do you make of the game?
I think Germany was way better some years ago, and Ghana is the best now.
Ghana is the best now.
Ghana is the best now.
All right, so hopefully the Germans are still questioning, you know, the competence of the German team. But, you know, that's quite an impressive play from that. Well, he's shying away from that. Well, let's see if we can pick some more reactions in the air. You know, yes. Yeah, very good game from Germany. They won in the final minutes of the game, but are you impressed with the result?
I'm so impressed, but it was close. Canadians are so good. So I guess 10 minutes longer, it was 2-2 for the Canadians and the Germans, but it was a great game.
Very great game, but are you confident Germany will get better before the World Cup?
But as I told you, the Canadians were good the whole game, so it was, at the end, it was luck.
Well, let's see what happens going forward. It's been, you know, a very exciting time. Well, Ghana lost 2-1, but what do you have to say about the performance? What do you see from this game?
Germany has only 1 goal because the penalty was never a penalty. I play my whole life soccer, and my heart is for both teams, and I not understand that in a friendly game the referee is penalty. It's unbelievable. But we know that it's live, and sometimes sport has nothing to do with politics, but when you see this, then there is a big question, but on the end, we are all happy because we have seen a good game, and winner of the hearts is Ghana.
Well, thank you so much. So, lots of reactions in the end. That is how we wrap it all up here at the residence of the German ambassador to, you know, Ghana. My name is Kelvin Oswans. I did this together with Yao Fosulabi, Yvonne Woyomi, supported by social media, Flyboy, Nima, and then Richard Dubiakodom, Nelson, and then KD made sure that our camera technicians, yes, they were very, very top. You know, Biggie, that is Mr. Damwa, and then Trish made sure the technical side was better, powered by the ever powerful, you know, dependable, immortal Kwame Ejakwe Jampo. My name is Kelvin Oswanza, getting back to the studios of Sporty 106.1 FM to hand over to Kosi Fiaka, Germany to Ghana 1, international friendly game from Stuttgart. That was how it ended. Germany with goals from Kai Havertz, and then Ghana cancelled it out. Abdul Fattah Isaku before Dennis Undav took over the game. Let's leave it now. Focus if you can. The rest of the team in the studios of Sport FM to continue. Back tomorrow with a lot more discussion. Stay tuned for the very best. Bye-bye.
Experience need.